you're not.
Check your PayPal. I sent you a little something, something.
Aw. You shouldn't have.
Just to thank you for all the excitement yesterday.
Oh. Well, thank you. Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. We have the silver hair stacker here. Woohoo!
And Ringo feet.
And Ringo feet. There he is. In his best. She says, I want to lick your hand, Mom. All right. You're too crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. Okay, bud. You need to go lay down. Mama's
Good morning.
working. Morning, Tom.
Good morning. Good morning, Godfrey.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. So you glad to get all that stuff unboxed last night?
Yes. Yes, I am. It's a big, not to say it was any trouble, but it's just knowing that I had that I wanted to do, but wasn't sure when I was going to do it. So, yeah. What in the world? So, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I've been listing this morning. I've listed about 8 things this morning.
Wow. That's awesome.
Well, I get up about 5 with my wife.
Right?
So after she leaves, I sit down and I just started listing today.
You just got it started.
Yeah.
Got to get it started if you want to get it done, right?
Yeah, I got to get some of this shit out of this, crap out of this house.
I understand.
My living room's got boxes of stuff in it I have got to get rid of, and so I'm sorting.
I completely get it. I do get it. I'm gonna have to make a plan when I get back, and I'll have 2 weeks to really think about it. But I need a plan to get this stuff kind of organized, so it's a little easier to grab a hold of and get it listed. There's a lot of good stuff that I got.
Yeah, you've got a. I think you got. I think you said you've got a jacket or something from Quail Hollow Country Club. It was the Green Mile or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe that is from the Wells Fargo Open.
Oh,
A big not tennis match, golf tournament.
oh,
And Quail Hollow is like, that's the country club in our area, if not
okay,
in North Carolina.
okay.
That, I've sold stuff. Whatever the name of the big golf tournament down in Augusta, Georgia. I've sold like ticket stubs and like their programs and stuff like that to people that collect that kind of stuff.
Really?
So that just might be something that you might want to throw in your listing.
Huh.
Especially if you list it on eBay, that it's part of that.
Right.
The Masters.
Very interesting.
The Masters, that's it, Todd.
Very interesting. Huh.
And that shirt that you had from Piedmont Ground.
Uh-huh.
I believe that was that should have been from Piedmont Airlines.
Okay.
And there's always people collecting that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I don't it didn't say anything. I mean, I kind of got that it was from an airport or an airlines or something like that, but I didn't I didn't do any research, of course, on it yet, but yeah. So So, you know, there was a lot of good stuff in there, a lot of exercise and fitness and stuff like that. But it's just a lot of good stuff in general. So, you know, it's definitely something that I won't forget about for sure. I did have the boxes in my kitchen because I didn't have anywhere else to put them. But so I transferred them from boxes to bags, and I put them in one of my inventory rooms just to get them out of the way. So, but yeah. Morning,
Okay.
Sally. Good morning.
Okay, I got a question
How
for
you
you,
doing?
I'm doing great.
ladies of fashion.
Okay, I hope I can help.
Is this a bra or is this
Dwayne's not in the chat, Tom.
you what?
Dwayne's not in the chat.
Okay. Is this a bra or is this a bikini top?
Looks like a bikini top.
It does. The material looks.
Let's see the strap.
Okay, there's one that goes around the back, and it's got. But see, this is what gets me is these are not very.
They're removable, yeah.
Is that a bikini top?
Yeah.
I mean, this don't look like it'd be a good wave, and you might lose your.
What brand is it?
Pardon me.
What brand?
It's a just B.
Just be.
Just B 44D.
That
That sounds like a bra.
attachment, Tom, is for like right after you get off the stripper pole. it comes off easier. See?
Well, it looks like you could shoot cannonballs out of this thing. Like a slingshot.
Put it over your head like this. No,
Get your boob
put
hat.
it around and
Oh,
wrap
you mean like
this strap
this?
right here.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, kind of like how Sally was telling Valerie to do it last night.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not doing
I
that.
was saying, come on, Chad.
I'll do whatever I can to help Valerie get views, but I'm not.
Does it feel like swimsuit material?
The cup part does.
Okay.
It's kind of. It feels like. Have you ever seen like the surfer wetsuits?
Yeah.
You know how that feels, the outside of it? It feels sort of like that, but it's not real thick.
Huh.
That's weird.
I'm guessing swimsuit. That's what I guess.
And what is the name of the brand?
Just be.
JUSTBE. It's spandex and polyester.
I'm gonna say it's a bra.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Because I just looked it up and I found the same one, and they're calling it bras.
Okay.
There is twirl right there.
And I see no swimwear.
Okay.
But they have those weird. There's a couple of them on there actually with that design.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna put about 3 of them together and sell them as a lot because they're all 44Ds.
There you go.
Are they all the same brand?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm saying
Probably be able to get about $22, $24 for 3 of them.
That's what I was thinking.
Sweet.
And if you got Poshmark, they have them on Poshmark too.
Do they? Well, I do have a Poshmark thing. I sold four I sold 4 44 triple E's for $40 on offer up.
Awesome.
Awesome. That's great.
That is good.
My wife, she's like, women are funny about their bras. They find the right one, that's all they buy. If someone buys one certain bra, and if Catherine's ever quits making it, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Fall it out with somebody. Somebody better figure it out.
Yeah.
Seriously, right now, I have one bra that I wear. And because I can't find any that feel as good as this one. So
Right.
this is the one I stick with.
Yep.
Well, Sally?
And so until I find another one, that's what I'm going with.
Do a quick video on your channel with the bra name and size and all that kind of stuff on it. We'll see if we can find you.
I'm the same way. I have 2 that I like, and I won't buy another. And if they got, I'm the same way with my underwear. I have to go to Dollar General and get my damn underwear because nobody else carries it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's a certain brand, a certain style, and a certain type. My underwear is the same way my bra.
Yep.
You have to talk about my underwear live on TV or on YouTube. Husband looks at me.
Well, I don't worry about it because I don't wear it.
I'll have to go look because I can't remember what it's called.
Commando.
Commando.
Kathy, maybe you ought to put some out on eBay and see if anybody else is having a problem finding your underwear.
I know. I think they are. Go to Dollar General and get it.
People.
I can't do Victoria's Secrets. Their boobs are not portioned right. I'm sorry. They're just not. Either theirs not or mine are wrong. So.
I've never really been into all of that. I mean, it's pretty to look at, but functionality, it's just too much work to get it off.
I don't need my credit for that. I'm sorry, because if I'm trying to look cute in my bra and panties, they ain't staying on that damn long anyways.
That's right.
That's the damn truth.
Hell with that. Be happy that they don't have holes in them or something, you know?
Yep.
Yep.
For real here.
I totally agree.
Can't help it.
It's like my mother, years ago, my mother and grandma, I went with my mother and my grandmother shopping. I was driving for them. And my grandmother, she says, Tommy, you need to go look at sporting goods or something because I need to buy some underwear. And I'm like, Grandma, really? Anyway, she walks by these pair of panties, and she's like, which they would no way fit her. And she was like, I throw these away because they got so many holes in them. And I said, yeah, but that's $29.95 for that one little pair with all the holes.
Yep. Those are man-made holes.
I can't. Well, you know, I've got jeans that shredded across the front. Stuff I got out of storage units, and I don't know whether they're manufactured that way or whether
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Mm-mm.
It don't matter. I mean, most people would think that they're made that way, and people are all. I sat in a plane with the gal, and literally from the top of her leg to about it was below her knee, was just a big old rip in her pants. So you could see
that's
her.
the style.
Basically, you could see her whole leg through the pants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she was cool with that. And I don't know. I don't know.
Was it on both sides?
I think it was just on one side.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you know,
that's the style.
it was frayed. It was, you know, there was strings everywhere, and that's, you know, I guess that's the way they wear them. So
I can't do it.
Mm-mm.
I might as well wear shorts.
Yeah. It's like you need breathers or something, or vented. These are highly vented pants.
And they pay a lot of money for those stupid things too. It's like I'll put your pants. I'll tear them up for you.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe the first pair of distress shorts that I sold, but they were about this big, and they were like size 1.
Mm-hmm.
And what there was of them was just tattered, ripped holes, and just like you could see the pockets at the very bottom coming out. And there was paint splattered on them. And I think I sold them for $18.99 or something.
Yep.
And I could not believe it. I was like, are you kidding me? Seriously? People are going to buy this? Because Brandon says, you ain't going to be able to sell those. Well,
I did.
that's why I sold them.
You know, I give my boys fits, and especially after they've given me fits after they've looked through my photo album from when I was a kid and a teenager. You know, they wear shorts down to like below their knees now.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know, when I was a kid or a teenager, you never wore anything like that because that's what your mother wore. That's what Grams wore. You know, because you know, in the school year, my mom got the scissors out and she started cutting pants legs off for pants and making them in shorts.
Yep.
And she would cut them short enough that the pockets didn't hang out. You know how they'll hang out? So that's how short they were. And I told my sons are like, well, you know, that's weird looking. I'm like, we were not afraid to show our legs.
No. No.
Todd remembers when out in Texas and Oklahoma, they didn't put clothes on until it was time to start going back to school.
I remember when just cut off jeans, what you wore in the summers. But the first time we did that, Mom got out her sewing machine and hemmed the bottoms. I was like, no, Mom. You're supposed to leave them unhemmed and let them fray. That's the look. And she just rolls her eyes and walks off. And
you know, when I was at, you know, like 9, 10, and 11, we got up in the morning and had breakfast, and then we went outside, and all we'd have on is a pair of shorts.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep.
No shoes, no t-shirt. You know, we'd have to have a t-shirt on for breakfast, and then once we left the table, then it came off, and that's all we wore.
Yeah.
Which, for my mom with 3 sons, you know, that helped keep the laundry down.
Oh yeah.
Because we played in the creeks and come in mud and everything else, so everything had to be washed.
Yep. Good morning, Bridget.
Good morning.
And that wasn't just little boys; that was girls too. You know, the girls in our neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
tried
we wanted a swimming pool so bad, and so we dug a hole and we filled it up with water and we swam in a mud hole. And we were so dirty by the end of the day that just caked with dried mud. And the neighbor lady, she got the water hose out and just sprayed us off with that water hose. And and it was like, you know, because we've been swimming in this warm mud all day. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, Valerie was the one to dig.
No, I wasn't there.
Oh.
I was the leader of that group.
I missed so much of that stuff because I was already grown and you know, married off basically.
So I was probably 8 or something. And Valerie was like, how old?
I was probably 16,
Yeah.
probably 17, 18 years old. I was already married off and having babies.
Yeah.
So I missed a lot of that. I missed
Yeah.
a ton of that. It's sad.
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah,
have.
I just remember the end of your teenage years. That's what I remember.
Being that we did not have snow in
Mhm.
Charleston, we didn't do any sledding or anything like that. But come summertime, when construction would start up on all the subdivisions they were building around us, they'd have these big piles of mud, of dirt, and we'd wait till it rained, and then we'd go get some cardboard boxes, and we'd slide down that pile of mud, and then get home and listen to my mother like, my God, I'm gonna have to throw these underwear away because you've got all that mud all the way through them.
Oh my God.
I'll never get them clean. Bleach to a mom, and let's go about it another day.
Yeah, now they pay to sit in mud.
Yeah.
My sales were good yesterday. How'd you guys sales?
Man.
Yeah, yours and Todd's was real good.
Yeah.
They didn't have a Todd and Sally day,
Yeah. Well,
I
I did nearly 500 yesterday.
Awesome.
I was exhausted by the time Todd finished his.
Yeah. Me too.
Thanks again, y'all, for
It was fun though.
having the fun with that with me.
That was great.
I've had stuff to shoot up at the last minute, $20, $30. What did it shoot up? $1,600 in like 45 seconds.
$1,900 in like a minute.
That was
Yeah.
great. I went back and
Or
watched
less
it.
than a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way
Yeah,
home.
if you haven't seen that, the end of yesterday's listing challenge, the auction, I posted it on the reseller squad and told you what time to go to
Yeah,
so
it's
that
about-
you can watch that.
About the last 15 minutes, I believe.
I think it's 106.
Yeah, somewhere
Is
around there.
where you start it.
During the
That was
last
about
part
2
of
to
it,
3 minutes.
But
during the
it's,
last part of it, Bridget wouldn't let me talk. She just kept yelling, "Refresh, refresh, refresh!"
She wanted her
Yeah, and me and Valerie were shooting good juju. And you can't see it, of course. All you see is Todd's screen.
yeah.
But you hear all these sound effects. You hear Bridget saying refresh, and you say you're Todd. Oh God, and me and Valerie going pew 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 pew. It's funny. It's very exciting.
It was a very exciting moment. Absolutely.
Bridget, check your PayPal. I sent your winnings.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Bridget got closest.
Yep. Mary, she sold her Ghostbusters for $145 plus shipping.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome, Mary.
Very good. Very, very good.
And she won the challenge yesterday.
And she won the whole thing.
Wow.
With 1 point.
God, that's good.
And she won it all. She didn't even try yesterday. And yeah.
That's awesome.
I think she said she didn't feel very good. She wasn't feeling it or something, and she listed a few things, but whatever you got to do.
That's right.
Damn it.
She had the goods. But yeah, yesterday was a pretty
Rocking day.
pretty busy day.
That's all the fun. Dang it.
On the way home yesterday, Gwen was singing, "We're in the money. I'm in the money."
No.
And
On the way home, crap, Glenn went and booked a freaking cruise.
That's right.
I know she probably did.
When he called her up and said, "Hey, baby, I sold this thing for this amount of money," she probably said, "Well, what are you talking on the phone to me? You need to get that other one listed."
Mm-hmm. Did you get the other one listed yet, Todd?
Oh yeah, I did. So
I got mine listed too.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
yeah, today I get to ship the watch, and I'm going to send it in a Brinks. I'm gonna hire
Morning, Sheila.
who to haul it with.
You know what, Mary, though? I mean, I think, you have your moments where you can, you especially can belt out listings like nobody's business, and so, I mean, if you have a off day where you can't really, or you don't want to work really hard, you can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I got that. I got those two boxes went through and got that all done. So
Oh, good.
Yeah, that was good.
got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, you did.
I got
Now I
something in the mail yesterday.
You did?
I got me a watch back remover
Oh,
Nice.
because I got all these damn watches that need batteries, and I'm not going to go spend $13 a pop to have watch batteries put in.
yeah.
Right.
Good job.
Which some of them I think I'm going to keep just to swap off watches. This is an Armatron that's pretty cool looking, but it's self-winding.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was really nice looking at that. The buyer that got Todd's watch, Bridget was showing off some crazy stuff that he was selling.
Oh, really?
He's a top
He's
dollar.
big time, huh?
He's got big pockets because he sold a lot of good watches.
Wow.
No, Todd, do you
So
think
like
we sell that one?
$13,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Todd, you need to take your girlfriend a big box of chocolates when you go over there and see her again. You better put on some chapstick so your lips are nice and pliable when you hit that old fanny.
I mean, from the way it looked, that guy that bought it, that was just chump change to him. It was like, yeah, I'll spend $3,000 on a watch, no biggie.
Yeah, that's the type of guy he was. Or is.
Well, see, that's gonna be Todd in a few more months.
That's Tom all the time.
We won't have Todd around because he'll moved on to bigger and better things. He's got.
I'm sorry.
He'll be doing morning
Sorry,
shows.
you're having problems with your car. Sorry.
I hate that.
It's funny. I send off the $2,000 and $3,000 watches, and I get a 1970 Timex and put a new battery in it, and
Yeah.
that's what I use.
Well, there's a book called The Millionaire Next Door. It's been out, I don't know, 15 years or so.
Oh, it was written about you, right, Tom?
Yeah, that's to ask. Do you
Yeah, they're
live?
talking about
No,
Tom.
I'm not in that. Thank you. But it's it's where these two guys went out and they interviewed all of these millionaires, and most of them are. You don't realize that they're millionaires because they live in regular suburbia. They have some kind of small business. They're more likely to wear a Timex than a Rolex or any of the high-end watches.
That's how they become millionaires.
Yeah, they're more likely to drive Chevrolets and Fords than they are a Mercedes or one of the high-end imports. It was really interesting. They had a bunch of of them in the New York area show up, and they were asking people what their favorite wine was or favorite beer. And this one guy from Long Island said, "My favorite beer, it's called Free. Whatever you have."
Whatever you have that I don't have to pay for, huh?
That's right. But when Todd talked about the Timex, it made me think about that book. The fact that they said they're more likely to wear a Timex than they are a Rolex.
Yep.
Timex watches. Take a licking and keep on ticking. I don't know whether you young girls remember it or not, but they used to do their commercials. They like strap one to the lower unit on an outboard motor, and then run the boat all over the lake or wherever, and then take it out and the old ticking.
Yep.
Us young girls.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I ain't feeling so young today.
Well, you're supposed to be saying, "Well, thank you, Tom."
Why, thank you, Tom. What a nice compliment.
Nice lie, Tom.
Tom? Well, Tom didn't think I was 45, so that was good.
Well, I did. I thought all of y'all were real young.
I wish.
In late 30s. That's real young to me.
Wow.
Okay, I like you a little bit better now, Tom.
You kind of
I'll take
growing
it.
on me a little bit.
I know, right? We might keep you around a little longer.
Seriously, I took my son to the college yesterday and waited for him to do an exam. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching these kids go driving by. And I'm thinking to myself, my God, he don't look like he should be leaving the house without his mama. Here he goes by driving a $40,000 car. It's probably his mama's car. Driving by, and I'm thinking,
Hey.
still have a 7 o'clock curfew.
Let me know. I will mute it before you test radios and shit. Oh, my God.
Well, that's like the lamp was home today.
I had to drive up to New York and get Bridget.
Where she kills somebody.
I got bail money. No bail money.
Bridget will be in front of the judge. I swear, Your Honor. He turned on another radio, and I told him not to. And the next thing I knew, they were putting me in the back seat of a patrol car in handcuffs.
What is that you sent,
Okay,
Valerie?
it works.
I just needed to send it somewhere, and I just sent it there.
Oh, okay.
So it's nothing.
Okay.
It's just something for me.
Okay.
Well, if he knows it's going to be anything interesting for us.
Everybody gets an alert that Valerie sent something to herself.
Right. Oh, I see.
Oh, my God.
I had to check it out and make sure it worked. It does.
Do you have a hot date tonight?
What are we getting, Sally?
It's no biggie.
Todd, do you use anything special to clean up your watches and jewelry with?
Rights? Oh, I thought he was going to pull out the rights.
Yeah, the silver slinger.
Dollar Store Glass Plus.
Plaster.
Yeah, the silver gets rights. Silver polish.
I just ordered that silver polish.
Wonder how to do that. I'm trying
What's
to
that?
print a label on my Dymo,
Okay.
but it's too this is what it gives me, like a miniature
Where are you printing from?
Oh, jeez. Pirate
miniature.
ship.
Yeah, I'm printing off a pirate ship, but it doesn't let me.
There's settings on pirate ship. Hold on.
Now, if you get $1,000 watch, don't clean it yourself
There's print settings.
unless you're just wiping off the outside of it.
Right.
Looks presentable.
I think so. Yeah.
Did you send out that watch yesterday?
No, it's sitting in a box over there with the other stuff, ready to go to the post office.
I know it's just moi, but that sucker would have went out overnight delivery last night, so it would be in their hands today, and that money would be mine.
Okay, Valerie, if you go to print.
Yeah.
Over on the, I can't do it because I'm not printing one. Dang it.
Okay.
Hang on. Can you probably don't want to screen share.
Well, folks, I've got to hook up the trailer and haul to Dallas to pick up a busted car.
Okay. Label.
Oh, goodness.
So,
Fun.
Screen share.
Your
I'll
son's
see y'all later. Huh?
Your son's car, the one he wrecked?
No, we traded that one off to get
When you click print
a
label,
little off on the Suburban. So
Okay.
Yeah.
you'll get here.
this is the
Right
one
up
he was
here.
borrowing.
What does yours say?
Well, be careful.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
It says like a 4x2 whatever.
Okay, you want this 4x6.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
So
welcome.
those print out on your Dymo really well too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, the new eBay format that they have to do your labels, I like that because if I have to print out a FedEx, now it'll print right out on my Dymo. Where before
Oh.
it wouldn't. So that's
Cool.
even FedEx
Okay.
Smart Post. Nikki's not in here.
I think I'm gonna have to start possibly using that smart post. I've never used it before.
Smart Post?
Okay,
never
the
used-
only thing I want to warn you against Smart Post is there's no insurance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because even if you think there is, you'll call FedEx, they'll say, oh, nope, that's the post office. You'll call the post office, they'll say, nope, that's FedEx. And you get bounced back and forth.
Mm.
So be
Okay.
really
Oh
careful.
yeah, you don't want that.
I'll ever use it.
I ordered something. It came part Smart Post.
Mhm.
It came to Charlotte, and then it went to Concord, which is north of Charlotte,
hmm
and it sat in Concord for 3 days before it got to the south side of Charlotte.
Wow.
It took about 7 days to go from Atlanta to me. And I texted the seller and I said, look, everybody can run their business like they want to, but if I ever order anything from you again, if it comes Smart Post, I'm going to send it back. It's taken a week to get here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a small thing. I don't know how much money, if any, they sold on it.
I was going to say, why would they send us something small? Smart Post? That doesn't make any sense.
Because they probably saved 25 cents off of it.
Yeah.
But I would not probably buy from them again because of that.
Right.
Is that your beloved behind you working furiously?
No, get her talk about that.
Yes, that's Chris back there, working furiously. He's cleaning up the keyboard.
You put him to work, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's no real working here.
You don't get the day off.
No.
He's trying to make him want to go back to work tomorrow.
He's not going back to work till Monday.
Well, since you just about got all your stuff listed, you're going to have to go out and buy some more. So you're going to have to get some auctions this weekend.
Yeah.
No, the auction that's going on this weekend isn't good.
Oh.
No, there isn't. Oh my God.
Hey, guess what, Bridget?
You're gonna let me visit you in Michigan?
Oh yeah.
What?
Last night I got called into work and I didn't go.
Yay! Good
I
job.
know.
Everybody's happy about that, Sally.
She sent me a message and she said, I'm hiding. I said, what are you hiding from? She goes, I'm hiding because they're calling me from work. I said, just stay where you're at. Don't move.
Yep.
Don't answer the phone.
Don't
Whatever you
answer the
do.
phone. Whatever you do.
Oh my God, I bet they were so shocked.
Yep. They didn't know
They're-
what to do. They figured it out though.
They'll
Yep.
figure it out. Yep.
That's the thing, is they'll always figure it out
You
because
need
they
a
have to
day
stay
off.
open.
Well, now there's 2 assistant managers, so
Yeah,
you
let them
know,
handle it.
yeah.
That's a 12-hour day for each one of them. That's fine.
That's why you're a manager, because you
Well,
take
this
that
is the thing. I'm gonna go in at 4 this afternoon, and I might have to stay until 6 tomorrow, which is only it's only you know, like what 12,
14 hours.
14 hours.
Yeah.
The hell
You
you
know, but if I have to do that, then I have to do that. Whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But if I do that, then that guy is gone.
Yeah.
That's gonna be his last straw.
Yeah.
We
So
don't
you're
have
going
people
in?
that call in, and
You're going in already,
I'm going in at 4.
and you're already
if-
thinking that this guy's not going to show up.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
pretty
planning
bad.
on it. I'm planning on it because I mean, and kind of, I wouldn't be surprised, and I really wouldn't be worried about it because if he doesn't, then he's done, and then I won't have to worry about picking up the pieces.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like being called in.
No.
I like being able to sleep when I know that I need to sleep and work when I need to work. And then, and do my days. And then, whenever somebody else has a shift, they do their days. That's how we work there.
Right.
It's
That's
how it's been.
You're scheduled for work. You know when
Yeah.
you're supposed to go to work.
You don't
show
call
up,
in.
and so
You don't call in. At the very least, if he was to call me and say, "Hey, is there any way that you could work tonight and I'll pick up your tomorrow night?"
Right.
Oh, fine. I'm so cool with that, and why, I would much rather somebody do that than say, "Hey, can you come in and work for this person, but they're not going to take any of your other days."
right.
I mean,
right. If you're going to switch days, that's one thing, but it's another
Yeah.
thing for you to be working all the
Well,
time while they get days off.
he called in at 11 o'clock last night, and he was supposed to be there at 11 o'clock.
Oh, he'd have been gone. See ya. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too, but
No call, no show.
I think
Well, it's kind of been looking like you can tell
you could tell. Yeah.
a pattern, with somebody that's looking to,
Yeah.
that's looking to quit. So,
Yeah.
I've got a buddy that's got 4 convenience stores, and I was talking to him, and his employees work 3 12s. And they get paid.
That's
for 40.
cool.
3 12s, they get paid for 40. Then they're off 3 days, and then they work 3 more days. They work 3 more
Yeah.
days.
yeah,
As of January 1, everybody will know every weekend, every long weekend they're going to have.
Wow.
Like right now, this year, his the person that is off at Christmas, they'll have like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and because they're closed on on Christmas Day, which most convenience stores don't.
Right.
They'll have a 4-day
We're
weekend.
not.
As of January 1, everybody will know every weekend that they're off.
Yeah.
And he has no problems keeping people.
Mhm.
Now he
Wow.
has people that come in he has part-timers that come in like peak periods, 3 to 6 or something like that when everybody's going home and all that kind of stuff. But he just said, it's just so much easier. Sure, you're giving everybody 4 hours a week. He said, but guess what? I'm not getting dressed because they're only open. His stores are only open from like 8 in the morning. No, they're not. They're open like from 6 to 12. And then they're, closed in the middle of the morning. And he said it's just so much better than waking up and having to get up at because he gets a call, I can't make it in, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning. So he has to get dressed and drive to stores and whatnot because he has a waiting list. He has a waiting list from other stores, from other convenience stores, people from other convenience stores that want to come to work for him because they work 3/12s and then they're off.
Right.
Yeah. And if somebody is sick and you do come in and work an extra day, it's considered overtime because they're guaranteed 40
right
as regular pay.
Yep.
Even though they're only working 36.
Just think if you're taking time off. I mean, you could take 3 days off and get 6 days off, and you know, have a nice little week off, and
Well, he said because of taking vacation time, he said now he likes for them to go ahead and plan if they got any long term. We're going to go on a cruise the second week of July. If you already know it because you've already been paying on it, then he wants to know about it so he can schedule it. But he said there's people that get like they'll have 2 weeks off, a week vacation, and 2-3 day periods of being off.
Yeah,
and he said sometimes it can kind of get dicey.
Yeah.
So his wife, he says Louise has nothing else to do besides that's his wife to figure it out. But
sometimes you can't take too many days in a row because there's just not enough people to fill in for that.
right.
Well, he has a lot of people. And he says, I'm still making a good living. After all the bills are paid and all the people, he just said, he says, I'm not trying to become a billionaire off of 4 convenience stores. I just want to be able to send my kids to college and retire.
And you know what? I bet his turnaround rate is low because of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very slow, very low.
Yep.
Now he has some, military people that work for him. And if their spouse gets transferred, of course, they leave. They have to leave. But people like I have a niece that is a nurse and she works 3/12s, and she loves it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you have a set schedule, you know exactly what it is, so you can plan around that.
Yep. You know when your days are off, and
Another thing too is because she'll work for a hospital and then she'll come to, which is near Spartanburg, South Carolina. She'll drive to Charlotte and stay with her mother and father, and she'll work at one of the local hospitals up here for 3 days.
yeah,
Or for whatever, like 2 10s or whatever.
yeah.
Well, that was before the kids came along. She don't do too much of that now.
Yeah.
Those blessed kids, they just miss those meddling kids.
Oh yeah.
Danged old kids. Oh.
I was looking through a box of my crap last night while Valerie was going on about her rags, and I found a.
Jeez. Well then,
We're changing her whole title on her show anyway, so
Right.
Yeah.
800-pound life.
Yeah. 209-pound life.
I know, right?
I don't know how I missed this, but this is a hard pistol case.
Yeah.
It only sells for about $32 shipped, but
Hey,
That's good.
that's a really nice case.
That
it'll
is.
it'll have to go priority because of its weight. So at least, the most it's gonna cost us $7 to ship it.
Well, it's
You okay?
Say, hold.
Yeah. Yeah, fine.
You falling over?
Just tripping over stuff. I'm tripping.
Making sound effects. I just I just looked at my my reminders from like when I posted on Facebook or whatever, like memories. And I said something 4 years ago today, and I said something about when you used to didn't make sound effects when you got up or something. Like, yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like whenever you get up or move. It's like, yeah. See, you just sat down, you went, ah.
Yeah.
Making all kinds of sound effects.
Yeah. I need to get this little area cleared off.
Feels like as soon as you do it, you have to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I think I'm gonna put one of those metal shelves. I think I'm gonna put it out here. One of them.
Oh, that'd be good.
Put one of my on the the top shelf. Put all my shipping stuff, like boxes and envelopes, because I just have like a small area that I put that stuff. So, you know what this is? What does that look like to you?
A bonbon.
Piece of poop.
That's chocolate covered cherry.
Oh yeah.
Chocolate covered carrots. Boy, you're eating healthy today.
Chocolate covered carrots.
Chocolate covered caca.
That's her diet, hush.
Whoa. Yeah, wait a minute. It's only 9:54 or 8:54.
Today's my cheat day.
Oh, okay.
I love chocolate covered cherries.
Me too.
See, my boys do. I've never have. I'd get them every year for Christmas. That's what they expected, and they would eat like a big old one of them, and they loved it. I
make chocolate covered cherry cookies that are really good.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the shot or what, but my love for chocolate is diminishing. I almost like I'm drinking peppermint mocha creamer, and I can only put a little bit in there because the chocolate part keeps on like coming up.
Yeah, it's fine.
It makes me a little pukey.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's making me a little bit pukey, and
don't be pukey.
And I'm like, oh man, I really used to love chocolate, and now it's like I can't even hardly stand it.
That's wild.
Maybe, yeah.
You gotta have your estrogen levels checked because that's not right for a woman.
I know, but I mean, hey, if it helps me, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's got to be doing something, especially if it makes me not want to have chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate. Oof.
If you can find the dark chocolate.
Oh, I like dark chocolate too.
Them babies they're good. They're good.
I'm the kind of person, I'm such a chocolate. I love chocolate, okay? And chocolate and peanut butter is even better. So I would get one of those big Hershey bars, the 1 pound Hershey bars, and in one sitting, I could tear off a strip of those, dip it in peanut butter, and eat it just like that. And I would eat the whole freaking bar in one sitting. Not kidding you. Now I couldn't even think about doing that. I might be able to take one bite.
That's crazy.
Have y'all ever seen the big 5? It looks like a Hershey bar, only it's like 5 pounds. The big,
oh yeah.
We have a nephew that loves chocolate, and my wife got him one of those, and it doesn't come in like a Hershey wrap or anything like that, so we made our own version of it. I think he ate on that thing for 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
Good morning, Jill. I'm working on my Poshmark today.
Oh yeah?
I need to get my Sharon back. Kind
Guess
of
what
fell
I'm going to be
behind.
listing today?
What are you listing today?
Clothes.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
The dreaded clothes.
I got to get done though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hey.
haven't listed clothes in a long time. And you know what? I really want to go to the thrift store today. I really, really, really do.
Didn't you just say you were working?
Ooh. At 4. Oh, I like that dress, Valerie. I like that dress too. And it's a 3X.
What are you talking about?
I'm shopping in your store,
I
girlfriend.
need those rain boots. I need those rain boots from last night.
Oh, yeah.
I could wear them at
Black
every
rain.
storage locker units I do videos with now.
There you go.
I
There's
was
a
like, oh, I
black
like
rain
those.
one.
They're my size. Marcel goes, I didn't put it on here for you to buy stuff. Yes, you
I don't
did.
have good enough boobs to wear that dress.
Okay, I'm just going to let y'all have it today. If y'all going to be talking,
It's
my
all
wife
about the
comes.
boobs today, Tom. It's all about the boobs.
Yeah, I started it off
Hey,
with the bra.
you did. Yes, you
Yeah.
did it.
Oh, now he's got
They're-
shoe high heels in his hands.
Look
Yeah.
at those sparkly shoes.
My wife comes and puts that on the desk, which is right there. Early this
He's like,
morning, and she's like, "What?" Because these are sitting on my desk, and she says, "What is with the sparkly shoes?" And I said, "Well, I'm gonna throw them on, offer up today, and
So you gonna throw them on with the bra?
throw them on offer up." We passed down from bras. She says they're pretty. She says, "What size are they?" I said 11M. She says, "Well, I might could wear those." I said, "Do you want to wear them?" And she said, "No, because they have heels on them."
Yeah.
I said, "Honey, these are not heels. Have you not seen some of the heels that have out of these storage units I've got?"
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that one.
It's
too.
Christmas time. Somebody in Charlotte needs these to wear to a Christmas.
That's right. That's right.
Somebody from another country is gonna buy them.
If you that brand, which is, so what is it? The brand is Pure.
And don't be mad if it's a man that picks them up.
I don't care.
As
know
long
what?
as he pays for them, he don't care.
I got a set. I got 5 pairs of size 15 W pumps,
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I lotted them up together because I figured that this will be very few people that's going to wear that size shoe. And
I don't.
this guy came. This very nicely dressed guy came and picked him up, and he said, "I said, your wife has big feet." He said, "Oh, they're not for her." Or,
Oh my God, Tom, why would you even say anything?
Yeah,
I
don't.
know.
I mean, when you got something like that, just don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be like, in my head, it's our little secret, buddy.
No, he was holding them up, and he was like, "My God, those are big shoes," because they had like 8-inch heels on them. They were real prostitute heels. But these are Pierre Dumas, which don't
They
sell
wouldn't
for
fake prostitute, real prostitute.
Yeah, hooker hills. That's what they're called. Hooker hills.
Well, I can for him.
Or
Don't
stripper
put
hills.
that in your title.
I would.
I want to see him do it.
Amazed by because she came in the day before yesterday, and there was a bunch of stuff on the foot of our bed, and I had washed and folded up, and I wanted her to look through them, and they're all her size, and they're all Catherine's brand and stuff like that. I said, "You want those?" She said, "Hell yeah." She said, you paid $15 for that bin that these came out of, and then she said that's about $80 worth of T-shirts from Catherine's.
I was going to say you probably couldn't even buy one of those things for $15, or just paying $15. If they were T-shirts, it's probably. Yeah, I think T-shirts are even like $20-$30.
Yeah.
I used to be able to shop at Catherine's when I worked for a living. I could afford it.
I know, right?
And another thing I got out of that band
Ooh,
is this jacket.
Ooh.
that's nice.
And you're talking storage shed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a $10 to $20 storage unit. I don't remember which one that one came out of.
Morning, Karen.
Because I buy cheap.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
we're looking at some stuff that we had bought last night, and I can't remember what storage unit it came out of anymore. Too many. I'm like, I gotta stop. Oh.
I will probably take that to my mother-in-law. I haven't decided yet.
That'd be nice.
Because my mother-in-law is like my wife. They will not spend money on themselves.
Yeah.
I can mention, oh, I'd like to have one of those. You know, just talking and passing conversation.
Yeah.
And next thing I know, next time I go up there, it's sitting on the coffee table. We used to
Yeah.
one. I said, I want a brand new Lincoln Navigator, which is about $110,000. How about that, baby?
I know my kids and husband are the same way, but yeah, I don't buy myself much of anything either. My husband gets so frustrated with me because I won't go buy clothes.
And my wife, Roberta's like, well, I said, honey, you know, they are used. And she's like, how many outfits does a person try on at like Catherine's or any place that a dozen people have not already had on their bodies, you know?
Yeah,
They have to buy
exactly.
them and put them back on the shelf.
Yep.
So, fur coats.
And the thing about Catherine's clothes is they last. I mean, I had shirts. I still have a shirt from Catherine's, and I probably bought it 5-6 years ago. I love the thing. And now it's starting to get really thin, so you can almost see through it, but I still wear it in the summertime because I just love it. It's so comfy. But yeah, I mean, I've got stuff from 5-6 years ago, and my Walmart clothes never last that long. I bought them all on clearance, so I got them cheap. The Catherine's cool, and I bought a pair of pants on sale at Kmart when they were going out of business. I've worn them like 3 times, and they have holes all over them.
Yeah. Has anybody been to Sears?
No.
You know, they're closing the Sears down.
Yeah, they closed ours down a while back.
Okay.
I'm working clothes, and Catherine's are good clothes. They really last.
How about the?
Wow. I don't think it's your color, Tom.
No.
Wow,
Pretty.
that's very
Get that listed.
sparkly.
Get that listed for New Year's Eve. All my sparkling stuff has got to go up.
Like a shawl.
Hurry up, get the screenshots ready.
Hurry.
Yeah.
Okay, how about
that?
Put it on your head like a bushka.
Oh my gosh.
A babushka or whatever they're called.
Babushka?
Babushka, yeah.
Okay, here's Uncle Tom's story time. When we were in Russia with Sergey, when we got him, he was 10 months old. It was in June, and it was like 90 degrees in Moscow. It was hot, and nobody has air conditioning over there, except on the second floor of the U.S. Embassy. So we go into the embassy to process his paperwork, and our facilitator, translator, Zena, she took it. I go over and I sign what I have to sign, and then she's going to wait for the paperwork. And so we go up to the. She says, "I'm going to take you to where a place that's cool." And she says, "Just have your passports ready so you can show the guard." So we showed the guard our passports, and we went into this waiting room, and they had like vending machines with real cold sodas. So they couldn't drink their stuff at room temperature over there. And this older lady comes in, And so Sergey is like, we're all have been covered in sweat because it's so hot. And Sergey's sound asleep, laying across Roberta's lap. He doesn't. He's got like on a onesie, no shoes and no socks, and he just zones out sleeping. And it's so cool in there. I about go to sleep. Anyway, this lady comes in and she sits down and she's looking at us, and then she stands up and she walks over and she picks up his blanket that's sitting on the every time online and covers his legs up. And she says he's going to get cold. Well, our translator told us that she said he's going to get cold. And you know, Roberta and I were like I started to say something, and Zena just put her hand on my knee and like, you know, don't say anything.
Yeah.
And then she whispered to me. She says, I've had people on the street, and these little old Russian grandmothers will come over to them and tell them to cover their kids up because they're going to be cold, and it's 100 degrees outside.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Drive you nuts.
That's who's got the true power over there is grandmas.
Yeah.
Seriously. So anyway,
Get it listed.
well, it's got a seam down the middle of it, so I don't know really what it's supposed to be.
Let's see it. What is it?
Like a shawl.
Just this.
Oh,
I think it's something somebody made to be glamorous. Because see, it's got a seam right down the middle of it.
yeah, that's definitely something.
Glamorous. Yeah, that would be glamorous then. What is
Fold it
that?
at the seam. What does it look like if you fold it at the seam? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, probably a scarf or a shawl
There you
for
go.
a dress.
There you go.
I block this.
That is
Or
huge.
not a shawl. What are those called that just go around your neck? Not a scarf. Not a cowl. We wear them. They're furry. What are they called?
A fur,
Huh?
Oh,
cape?
like a mink stole?
a
Not a
stole.
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 No, there's another name for it.
A chemise? Not a chemise.
No, they're furry.
Oh, it's fur.
No, not Chanel. I don't know, Nikki.
I don't know, Nikki. We're not fancy like you.
You mean like a feather boa?
No, not a boa.
Oh, no, is it turning into like a game of categories or something?
Right.
What the hell the name of it is? Somebody in the chat has got to know.
Nobody's
Come on,
saying.
people, help me out.
Hey,
They know. They ain't saying so.
I'm going to give them free to the people that buy the shoes. Because that goes together good.
Looks like you're ready to go to the club.
No, not an ascot.
I have no
Come
idea.
on, clothing sellers, help me out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
I know a stole.
I'd say a wrap,
No,
a
A
shawl,
rapé?
a poncho.
I
No,
don't
not a
think
poncho.
A shoulder cover.
no. They just go around. They just hang around your neck.
A noose?
They're really short. They're really short, and they just hang around your neck. You can't like make it like a scarf or anything. Which a cowl goes all the way around your neck. I'm trying to think what the hell it's called. They, excuse me. A lot of little kids, little girls wear them with their little dresses. Huh?
A collar?
Not
No.
Let's see.
I don't know, Nikki.
I'm not even going to Google it.
A tippet? Bandana, babushka. She wore
I wish I could
scarf.
remember what the hell the name of it is.
Babushka.
I hear that all the time.
A muffler?
A muff? No, ain't a muff. A muff goes on your hand.
No, she said muffler.
Oh,
Which I don't know
muffler,
what that is.
is.
That goes on a car.
Part.
Not a necklace. Not a shawl. Not a scarf. God dang it! I can't remember what the hell the name of it is.
I
Not
don't
a
think you
poncho.
have a name
Poncho
for
you
it.
wear.
A
I don't
pashmina.
think
A
I was
pashmina.
really, I was really hoping I could teach you guys something here.
I don't think there's a name for it.
There is.
I think there's a Wisconsin name for it, probably.
Probably.
Well, let me look it up here. Just give me a minute.
Oh, look it up.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Name for it because I'm from.
I'm gonna figure out, and then I'm gonna tell y'all, and you guys are gonna be amazed by my knowledge.
Okay.
But I knew something you didn't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hi,
Not
Ashley.
a shrub, right?
A shrug?
Is
That must not be it.
I'm calling this a pashmina. I don't care what you want to call it. 'Cause that sounds fancy.
it like one of those sweatshirts you put on backwards and then you lay on the couch all day? I think you call it a snuggie.
A scarfette?
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'll figure it out. Don't you worry. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Will you let us know when you figure it out?
I am. I'm going to let you know here in a few minutes, hopefully.
Oh, so you're gonna let us know? Don't you
I'm going to
doubt
tell
it?
you guys. You guys are going to be amazed. You guys are going to be amazed that I knew something you guys didn't know.
Not a head job. I didn't say head job. You don't worry about what we talk about on here. You just keep cleaning your keyboards.
Hi, Chris.
Nikki said hi.
I just saw one the other day, too. Dang it. And it just pisses me off that I can't remember what the hell the name of it is.
So you don't have to swear about it, Nikki.
I'll figure it out.
Ascot.
No, it's not an app.
Fred wore on Scooby Doo.
A band.
It's an ascot. It's an ascot.
It's a bandana.
This is going to drive her nuts until she figures it out.
It is. It's driving me crazy. I'm going to figure it out.
Oh my God.
Ansley said a gator.
No.
That goes on your feet.
Yeah, get her up your leg on your calf.
Yeah.
A gator?
Goes
No,
on
Or it will bite
there's
your butt.
gators that go on your face, though.
A kerchief?
Oh, are you talking about those? Oh, like those mouth covers?
Yeah.
No, kerchief is something you wear on your head, ain't it?
Yes.
On your head.
Well, I'm just throwing things out there. Chris is now into this, throwing words.
I know. God, I can't remember the name of it. I just saw one the other day, too, and I can't remember where I saw it. I'm going to find it, though.
Thank you, Sassy Seller. I'm glad you think I look comfortable in sequins.
Says someone ask Alexa, but Alexa won't know.
Yeah, because it's not like a scarf because you don't wrap it around your neck. It just flops over your neck. It just over your it just goes around your neck.
A neck flop.
When you're wearing like a spaghetti, why are you laughing at me? It just flops over your neck, it goes around the back of your neck, down over not on your shoulders, but just why are you laughing?
Is this
Because you're funny.
Nikki, is this like what Todd used to wear when he was a little boy? You know, those white things you wear around your neck when you're wearing your
You
knickers?
don't think I'm nuts, but I'm telling you.
Is this like one of those white doilies you wear around your neck?
No.
Wearing that little sailor hat or whatever?
Oh, gosh.
No. Normally,
Go to McCall.
all right, I'm going to show you guys.
Over there.
She's going to leave.
Stop laughing. Now, what it is let's see if I got this. Well, I don't have anything to show. But what it does, it goes around your neck, and it only goes to about here.
It's a bib.
And it's not a bib. Anyways, it goes around your neck like a scarf around the back of your neck, and it goes down to here. And they're usually made out of fur. And little girls wear them over their little spaghetti strap sundresses. And they're usually made out of like fox fur or whatever. Fake fur.
Why would you wear
it's not a
sundress? Isn't a sundress for summer and a purse for winter?
Yeah, but isn't
well,
that
maybe not a sundress, but like a spaghetti strap dress or one that doesn't have sleeves.
My little girl says she's leaving the house that way. I'm like, no.
Toboggan?
a toboggan?
You don't have to be a jerk about it, guys.
I'm reading the freaking chat. I'm not being a dick.
You.
A toboggan, really?
I'm reading the chat. I'm reading. That's what
the
Ansley
shawl.
says.
I was going to say a shawl
dickie.
or a shawl
A
Nikki,
shawl
are you talking about a dickie?
or a shrug. A shrug.
This thing just goes around your neck.
Yeah, but Nikki, don't those like I would wear them when I snowmobile? Don't you call that a dickie? It just goes around your collar, but it has the thing comes down.
No. That's like an undershirt, not a vampire cape.
Nikki will be sending out a message at 1 o'clock this morning when she remembers what the word's called.
Nikki, we love you.
Bolero.
Bolero?
When I figure it out, you guys are all gonna feel bad for making fun of me.
Okay.
I'm not making fun of you.
You're gonna be
Ansley-
like totally amazed. You're gonna be totally amazed by how this non-clothing seller knows something that you guys don't.
Okay.
Ansley says, wear fur with the sundress only up north. And then
Not a sundress, but like spaghetti strap dresses or whatever.
Like a sleeveless dress.
like a shawl.
Is it a bolero scarf?
No. Just
A
shush.
neck
I'll
warmer.
figure it out. When I figure it out, I'll tell y'all.
I don't
sorry.
think you know the name of it, apparently.
I do, but I'm sorry I even said anything.
Don't be. Don't be.
I'm excited to find out. You need to Google that shit. Google that shit and find out what it is.
I'm looking.
Okay, accessories worn around the neck and shoulders. Listen, bandana, boa,
A
bolo
noose.
tie, bow tie, comforter, cravat, dog collar, ciabatta,
Noose. A noose.
feather boa, garland, kerchief, lanyard, mantilla, muffler, neckerchief, necktie, pashmina, scarf, shawl, stole. Is it a stole?
No.
We've already gone through that.
Tie, wrap. That's it.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think there's such a thing.
Yeah, there is. When I find it, I'll show you.
Okay.
It's not a bolero.
Dog collar was my
No, it's
favorite.
not a bolero.
Well, now I want to know because
I'll figure it out. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. It might take me days, but I'll figure it out.
Oh my God.
We ain't got days. I want to know today.
Yeah.
Today.
Now you're
I'm
just
just saying,
distracted
the
from
other day I was
listening
looking
to
up
eBay.
infinity scarf crochet patterns, but it's not an infinity scarf because that's round.
And it's not a muffler.
No, it's not a muffler, but I remember seeing on one of the things that I was looking at, they also had these, and God, it's right at the tip of my tongue.
it could be
Get it out.
kind of
I'll
like
figure it out. When I figure it out, I'll tell you guys.
Whatever.
Move on to a different subject.
I gotta go back to listing. This is a huge rabbit
Yeah.
hole.
Right.
Go back to listing. I'll figure it
I
out.
gotta do work. I gotta actually do some work.
No
I'll
way.
let you know.
Yeah, Steven says before the end of the show.
Yeah. Oh, we'll
We
see.
got about 40 minutes.
She'll get right
I'm
on
gonna
that.
try.
Hey, are you running to the post office?
I can. I'm running to
Bring us a Starbucks back.
I tell you, it's not on the way. It's way in the opposite direction.
That's all right.
Yes, Mary, that's it. What is that called? Mary found a picture of it.
Where is she?
What is that called? She sent me a picture on
Oh my gosh.
Facebook Messenger.
Well, screen share it.
I know. Why is she just
I'm
get it?
on my phone. I can't do that.
Ian's
What is that called, Mary? Does it say what that's called? It's called a shrug. No, it wasn't called a shrug though. Well, we'll
Oh my
say shrug
God.
for now. We'll say,
Here we go
we'll say
again.
shrug for now, but I'm pretty sure it was called something different. But thank
That's
you.
what it looks like, but that's not the name of it.
No, it's just like that, but no, it's not called that.
A man
Oh my
Because
goodness.
a shrug is like, actually, that wasn't quite, it was a little bigger than what it normally is.
because the thing that I'm talking about just goes around your neck. It doesn't go over your shoulders.
Okay, a shrug goes over your shoulder.
It just goes around your neck, and that's it. It's just more of a decoration kind of thing than to keep you warm. And it just
Sassy says I'm dying.
Like the
goes
garland on
over your neck, not your shoulders. I'll find it. Don't worry.
Okay, we won't worry.
But it's not long enough to be a scarf.
Right. That's what Fashion Reclaim said, that it's a muffler because it's an old fashioned, it's long, it's a piece of material that goes around your neck and just kind of hangs there, but it doesn't have any function. Like it doesn't do anything. It's just more
It's just for fashion.
Fashion.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what it's called then, a muffler. I've never heard of it called a muffler, but
well, you ain't gonna get out of it that easy. I want you to find the name of it.
I'm gonna. But that's what it is, though. It has no purpose other than for looks, and just hangs around your neck. And I usually see
Ansley says, "Oh Lord, it's only a name that Nikki knows."
and I usually only see it. I only usually see it on little girls or like little ladies, like really petite women that wear like those spaghetti strap dresses and stuff, and they have this thing. And I normally see it made out of like fur.
Is it a baggie?
I would have shut up.
Okay.
We need another Minnesota person. Then we'd probably have to answer already.
Not a Minnesota thing. It's on the internet.
Okay, can you see that if I was to screen share something, could you see it, Nikki?
What?
Can you see a screen share?
Yeah, I can see it. I just can't screen share on my phone.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can.
I'm presenting you.
If I can make this work.
Okay.
I don't see.
You better make it work.
I'm still learning how to do this, girl. Don't get in me.
Don't give her no trouble.
Nikki?
No, because that goes all the way around the neck.
Okay, yeah, it's not. That's not
so
it.
it's not that.
Nope.
That would be a scarf or a cowl.
Where would I walk into?
How do I get?
That would be like a stole, I think.
Yeah, it's a stole, I think. Or like those wrap around like.
Maybe it's just called.
I don't know. Google that can't tell me, so I'm out of luck here.
Because I know I have one of those little mink stoles that we got out of one of the storage units, and it's like a full, but it goes all the way. It connects right here up front.
Yeah.
It's not a stole.
Oh Lord.
Is it a scarf?
No, it's not a scarf. I know what a scarf is.
Well, I'm just saying.
How about a?
I'm trying to help. I'm not helping.
I wish I wouldn't even have said anything now.
Yeah, I know.
I thought I could remember the damn name.
A balaclava?
No.
No, that covers your face.
Oh, does it? Okay. Hank Allen says a useless. A useless neck dangly thing.
Not a towel.
Maybe it's just called a collar. I don't know, but I'll find it.
Okay, let's do this. Let's go to. Okay, what's it called?
I thought Deb said it's a biggie. What? Wiener? Oh no, warmer. Okay, good lord.
Okay, I'm like, what the heck is that?
Cute.
Okay, you're not supposed to wear that around your neck.
A baggy wiener. Nope.
Okay, if you're a guy, that will good for you.
Hey, Nikki, if it's on the tip of your tongue, do you kind of remember what letter it starts with? Like a B or a...
I want to say it was a C.
Okay, I'm going to have to go back to collar.
That's what I'm wondering, if it's a collar, and I'm trying to think of something else. But I'm still looking. Just move on. Go talk about something else. I'm trying to figure it out.
You know that's not going to happen, Nikki.
Everybody's stuck now.
I'm saying, you know.
Well, everywhere I'm looking, it's called a collar. So maybe that's what it is. And I thought it was started with a C, but I thought it was a different name. But Maybe it is just a collar. But anyways, that's what that reminds me.
I can tell you don't believe it's just the word collar. I think you're trying.
I know. I don't think it is the name. I don't think that's the word, but
Not
that's
a
what
choker,
I.
is it? It's not a choker. It's not a choker, is it?
Or a capelet?
I think it's a capelet.
A capelet?
Oh, a capelet.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let me look what a capelet
They would
is.
attach the loose collars to jackets.
How about a cape on?
Let me look.
That's a chicken.
No, a capelet is like. No, that would remind me of like a shrug.
Okay. Oh Lord. You people killed me.
I'll figure it out. Just give me time. Anyways, we have a potluck tonight. I'm gonna make hamburger chow mein.
At 1:30 in the morning, everybody, we're going to get a ka-ding. And Nikki's going to say, I just remembered what it was.
Oh, Tom, dear, you've been on this long enough to know that you get those dings usually all the time. It's just been real quiet lately.
Yeah, that's because I've been sleeping at night.
I would say, yeah.
I've been sick, so I've been sleeping all night.
Normally, Tom, this phone will go off all night long with dings. Just so you know.
Oh yeah. Just wait till I'm feeling better.
Just wait till she's better.
Passion Reclaim says, I know what the thing she's talking about. Fashion Reclaim says, I know the thing she's talking about. I have a cashmere coat with one sewn onto it like a collar.
See, I'm not stupid.
Well, nobody
Somebody else knows.
Nobody said they were stupid.
You guys are acting like I am. No, just kidding.
Oh, shut up.
We beat him up for you, Nikki.
If you
Dry my little tears. My big crocodile tears. Give me your kerchief so I can dry my tears.
Well, Sally and Valerie made me cry the first week I was on this show, so.
That's initiation, Tom.
What was it? So did you find out what it was?
No.
No.
Okay. No. Okay.
I don't know.
Well, it's like a collar because it just hangs around the neck.
We're not talking about it anymore. We're changing the subject.
We're changing the subject.
Let me go get another bra. Tell me.
So how many? Is everybody listing today or?
Yeah.
I'm listing right now. And then I'm gonna go with this one.
Hey, Kathy, when you gotta look at those with me?
Oh, yeah, I do.
I'm doing laundry right now. But
I think you were in your truck.
I am.
And you're doing laundry.
Oh, so you have to wash your dryer.
Oh, my dryer doesn't work at home. And we have a washer and dryer out in the garage that needs to be brought in. But my husband wants to finish the remodeling of the back hallway and bathroom before we do that. So I just bring them to town and put them in the laundry at the laundromat. Which honestly, I hope he never puts the washer and dryer in because I actually really like coming to the laundromat because it all gets done all at one time. It's actually very efficient.
Nikki sitting there.
Fashion Reclaim. Make sure that you put your store name in your Posh store.
Tom was talking.
That's okay. All I can
Sorry, Tom. Go ahead.
All I can think of is Nikki sitting in her truck with a washing machine and dryer sitting in the back of it.
That's what I was
running to her daughter's house.
Yeah.
And the front cord running to the dryer.
And it's too cold to hang them out. Well, my husband took down my clotheslines a few years ago, and why I don't know, but they were in his way, and he said he was going to hang them somewhere else, but he never did.
Is he always taking down stuff of yours and then taking it down and not putting it back up for you?
I know.
Seems like a recurring theme at your house.
I think. And an $800 purse.
I can give you an $800 purse idea.
Yeah.
It was $900 when it came out. You just slacked and waited too long, and now they're sold out.
You walked out of the ride into the shop and it was sold out.
All right, I'll give you a list. You want a Christmas list from me? Oh, you're gonna get one.
I'll be right back. I gotta go close the door.
You're screwed now, Chris.
I'll be right back.
All right. I told you I just want a trip. I just want to go on a cruise. That's what I want for Christmas.
I'll take
Not the Erie
money for
Canal.
Christmas.
He said we'll cruise the Erie Canal. God, that's not as funny to them as it is to us.
All right. I'll see you.
All right, see you later. Have fun.
About 4 hours.
All right, tell Terry I said
Bye,
hi.
Chris. Oh my gosh, look at this. I do this. I don't know what is up with me, but like all my clothes, like all of the dryer sheets love to get in my clothes. So like I just noticed.
Are you one of those people that walk around with dryer sheets stuck to their back?
Yeah, the other day I had 2 pairs of pants on at work. And I'm like, something is bugging my ankle. I pull out 3 dryer sheets out of my pants.
Yeah, you're liking me.
And it was like at the end of the night, I'm like, yeah, that's probably what was bugging me all night.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Only on
Share, Maureen. If your posh is sucking, share a lot.
Maureen, my posh share sucks. He quit.
Yeah, that's how mine is too. Like if you know, if I suck at sharing and I'm not doing any sharing, I'm not getting any love. You know, and well, I can't say any love because there are some people that will give me love anyways, but
yes,
it's not gonna be enough to where I'm gonna get sales out of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back in there and start.
You know, I'll get like a heart every once in a while or whatever that I can play on, but you know, that's about it. You have to really share to get those sales.
And hard, I'd be sure.
Can anybody tell me what this is called?
Huh?
A vase.
No, it's unreal.
Oh god. Here we go again.
Scarf?
Look it up, Thomas.
Is it a bib?
Do what?
He's gonna come right through the screen and slap your ass.
I know, right?
Yours. I've got a bunch of vases that came out of some storage units, and they're not worth anything. So I'm taking them to my niece, just getting married in April, and she's going to build centerpiece decorations around them
That's a great idea.
instead of
That's
taking them to Goodwill where they already got 40,000 of them.
Yep.
I'll save her money too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says, "Well, I'll give them back." No, hell, you won't.
Tell her guests can take them home as, you know.
Souvenirs.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did text her a picture of these shoes and ask her if she wanted to wear them with her wedding gown. She said, "Have you been drinking this morning?" Oh, Lord. Y'all killing me here.
And now it's quiet.
It's quiet on the Western Front.
Well,
Oops.
Lori,
How
you
you doing,
doing
Lori?
okay?
Yeah, so far. I ain't
That's-
killed anybody yet.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Keeping my
You don't
temper
need to
in
be
check.
going to jail on top of all that.
No. Nope.
Yeah. Now, so far, I haven't driven off to Alaska, so.
That's good.
It should work out.
Yeah.
I mean, believe me, I've dealt with so many of those people, the trustees. They could be pains in the asses.
They're assholes.
Oh, they are. They are, but you just need to, I mean, a good attorney paralegal will learn how to talk to them, to schmooze them. And so
I'm like, I'm not even the one filing. I got drug into it.
yeah. Oh, you have to schmooze those stupid They are.
Yeah, they're idiots.
Yep. Yep. But you get around it.
Yeah, I got enough paperwork to.
Why do you think one reason why I never went back into paralegal work? Nope.
What kind of paralegal work did you do?
I did. I specialized in bankruptcies and real estate.
Okay.
But we did do taxes and we did, estates, stuff like that. But the bulk was bankruptcies and real estate.
Did you do title work or?
Yep.
Like go to the courthouse and research stuff?
Well, luckily for us, everything is pretty much online here.
Well, yeah, used to not be. Back in the day, you had to go out there and pick up all those damn big heavy ass books.
Right.
You ever see a deed or a will? Actually, a will, where the person was actually deeding his real estate and his children to somebody.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the children, yeah.
We, not giving them guardianship. They were it was part of the deed.
Like giving their kids to somebody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that legal?
Well, back in 1936, I think anything was.
Right.
Okay. Say, dang.
I was gonna say, we've seen guardianship. Not like.
I'd like to get given to Todd.
What is that noise?
Yeah.
Deed me over to Todd.
Yeah. Please.
I think Nikki's phone is ringing.
I think so too.
No, but it's funny when I have to when I used to have to rewrite the deeds, and you'd have to write the land description, and the land description back then is, from this sycamore tree 5 feet to that sycamore tree to that maple tree.
Or to the large piece of granite.
Yeah.
And my dad had a land surveying company. You'd go out, you'd measure to where you think the piece of granite should be, and there's like 40 pieces of granite over there. It's like, which one is?
And a lot of times the trees are long gone, It's like
they pulpwooded the whole area.
Mm-hmm.
I have an old will from it's not my grandpa, but I think it's his grandpa or something.
I think
way
it's,
back there.
Yeah.
His grandpa.
I think it was his grandfather. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's giving away his slaves and his slaves' children to different members of the family.
Right.
And his will. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I'm not glad that y'all own slaves, but I'm glad that y'all are wealthy enough to own slaves because, my ancestors were so poor dirt farmers. We had to be our own slaves.
His name's all over Charlotte.
We didn't get any of that wealth, Tom, just so you know.
We didn't. Live in his big fancy house.
We picked cotton and cherries just like the rest of you.
Yep.
That's down in Horry County where the name is everywhere.
Shoot. So I was this way from my parents.
Oh, I asked somebody I know that lives there around there, and he said, "Oh, the Hucks, yeah, they're a big name around here."
Yeah, we are. We're everywhere in that county.
Are outside? Yeah, outside.
Yeah, she'll go out for you.
Well, I hope the morning show viewers have had a good time this morning because I have.
Oh yeah, it's been great.
It's always fun here.
When take Nikki off. I did. I just kept pressing it. Poor Nikki. She probably hates my guts.
She'll get over it.
I just kept digging.
She has big shoulders.
Yeah, she does.
Y'all are good people. I have to say that.
We try.
We tease each other out of love.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
It's fun. Yeah, I miss you too.
I'm gonna miss you guys. Where
Then
you
don't
going?
go.
Tomorrow's the last show.
Aw.
Tomorrow I take the dogs in, and
They're gonna be like, no.
Not again.
it's
Not
always
again.
such a stressful time when I have to take them, because they're just, they're not used to their harnesses, they're not used to their leashes, so it's, back to getting used to all that, and I try to keep it as stress free as I possibly can, but
It probably won't be as bad this time because
I don't know.
it hasn't been a lot.
Well, just remember, Valerie, your ex-boyfriends, they weren't used to those harnesses and collars either.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
Finally got them used to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Is this a hairpin?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh no, that's a scarf pin.
Is that a scarf pin?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm teasing. It's just a pin, isn't it?
Could be a hat pin too.
Well, this looks like a bobby pin.
Oh.
With
yeah.
a jewel on it.
Then yeah, that's a hair pin.
Yeah. That's a bobby pin, yeah.
That's $29.95. I'm looking through a bag of crap, and
Well, at least you're honest about it.
yeah. Well, it's like this. This is a cute little placard. It looks like it would go around your, like, be part of a bracelet that says, "Why fit in when you were born to be? Blah, 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 blah. Why fit in when you are born to stand out?" Dr. Seuss.
That's me.
Yeah. Crap. This is why I don't pack at while I'm on the show. I forgot what I put in the box.
Oh, guys, my wife asked why her Cinderella slipper was on my desk this morning. I said I was playing a joke on some people yesterday, and then I got scolded because they thought I was serious.
We were so happy for you.
Yep.
Lori.
Yes.
Next time we're gonna be like, yeah.
I came in yesterday because we were waiting on we were waiting on Todd's countdown for his watch to finish up, and I came in here and I was all excited about, oh my God, I just found this in a box of crap, and it's solid 14 karat gold, and these are real diamonds, and those are real amethyst rubies. And then Bridget was getting out of control, so I had to say, no, I'm just kidding. It's
Yeah, Bridget all excited.
yeah, Bridget's like, oh my God, Tom's taking me to Disney World. Or taking me and Chris to Disney World. Oh, that was good. And I didn't get banned. Close to it, but not.
Takes a lot for that, but we usually got big shoulders too.
Y'all were such fun. Y'all were a lot more fun than a lot of
Totally
these
took off, didn't she?
Her phone was ringing, I think.
Yeah.
Why did I think I sold that? That's just retarded. Well, alrighty, I guess I'll put that back. I'm going back to bed. I've done packed up something that didn't even sell.
Uh-oh.
Oh my Lord.
I've done that before.
That's called overworking, Kathy. Don't do it.
It's not even on the list to even show up. It's not. I don't even know why.
Last night I was freaking out because I had sold something and it said to go ahead and ship it. And I did it on pirate ship because it was cheaper. And then I'm like, doing the rest of the shipments and everything, and then I go back and I'm like, wait, did we do that one? Didn't we do that one? And he's like, yeah, dear, put in the freaking tracking number, would you?
Could you do it, please?
I'm like, oh my God. That's what it was. I didn't put in the freaking tracking number. Mine doesn't automatically do that.
Yours doesn't?
No.
And you imported your stuff from eBay?
I think so.
Because if you imported it, it should do everything for you. I just know whenever
I did.
I know if I go in there to like look at the sales record, I can't see what I paid for shipping. I had to go over to Pirate Ship. But it usually automatically does the tracking number if you import it over. I import the whole thing over so I can do a scan sheet and everything. Like if I have a big day or whatever, which is not very often, but just in case.
Right.
I like scan sheets. But yeah, it should automatically.
Let's see if I can figure that out.
Because I keep both of them up. I keep my eBay open and plus keep my Pirate Ship open just to see which one's cheaper.
Yeah.
I like it better.
Yeah.
But they do international shipping, which I didn't realize that they do. And they do a $200 insurance to it with tracking and everything. Did you see that? You can drop it down from like whatever city of the USA, it has USA if you want to get rates. You can drop it down to any one of them. Now, I don't know if it does the duties and all that stuff over when it gets there, but we had a guy from Spain wanting to know, or Italy, about a drum set and having it shipped to him and how much it would cost. Well, of course, I had to break it down into 4 boxes to make it a little bit cheaper. But yeah, I was able to go through Pirate Ship, and it was actually about $1,500 cheaper.
Wow.
Yeah. Which I was really surprised. But I don't know, like I said, I don't know how it goes through as far as, when it gets over there. I'm not sure, so. But I like that Pirate Ship. I got my PayPal card and put my PayPal card on there instead of it coming out of my checking account, so it comes out of my PayPal now.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, mine comes out of my PayPal too.
I just never had the use for the card because we have everything set up in a business account, at a bank. But I like it. Makes it easier.
Yep.
I have this app that I put on my phone. It's called Acorns. And it will sync with your PayPal. So every time you print like a label with your PayPal account, it rounds it up. So like say if the label is $2.66, it rounds it up to $3. So you get that change in your Acorns account. Well, I've been doing it since, I want to say May. No. Before I went on vacation. Probably like August. And I'm already up to almost $800.
Oh, wow.
What?
Just from rounding up.
That's awesome.
Like anything you buy on PayPal, it'll round it up to the nearest dollar. And I have it hooked to my checking account too. So anything I use my debit card for, it'll round it up to the nearest dollar. And it just saves money. And then you could just deposit that money into your account if you want, or just and it's like a stock market. Like you can I have it on not aggressive, but the moderate one or whatever. So you can earn interest on it. It's almost like a 401k kind of, but not. Right. But you can, withdraw anytime you want.
I
love
it. I need to look into that.
Yeah, it's called Acorn.
It's called Acorns, and I mean, you really don't notice the roundups, coming out of the account as much, but it really adds up. I can send you a link if you want.
Do you get a reference?
I don't know.
Thing.
Oh, it says invite your friends, and they get $5. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Do that.
Barking Shopper said that sequin thing that I had might be a snood.
A snood?
A snood.
A snood.
Huh.
Is that like a thing from Dr. Seuss's world?
That's what it sounds like.
I know a sneetch. I just sold the yellow belly star sneetch.
Say that 5 times real fast.
Yeah. Goonies. The
Sign up for
yellow
Acorns
Starbelly
Hall.
Steep.
That's
Here it
$5
is.
at both of you. That's cool.
And it doesn't cost you anything. You know what I mean? Like, you're just kind of saving money. I don't know.
Right.
I like it.
A snood is for your hair.
What?
Is it from Whoville?
Frankie says it's that she says Frankie Fine says snood is for your hair.
Oh.
Hand me that snoot. I gotta put my hair up.
I made some biscuits.
Don't forget to watch my whistle.
Did not rise. I was so in the mood for some potted possum on biscuits.
Aw, potted possum. Ugh.
That sounds disgusting.
Who's eating possum?
You Yankees got to learn to eat.
Oh my God, Tom, are you eating
Please
possum?
tell me that doesn't have possum meat in it.
No.
Okay.
Oh, good. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like,
I just saw, when I was in Kentucky, I saw a possum on the road eating a big handful of guts. And if you're eating,
you're eating what they eat.
Hey, man, that's a roadkill casserole.
Ew.
You know, back in '43, we were so poor, we'd have ate everything. We ate the glue off the back of the wallpaper.
This possum, we stopped. It was at night, and it was, I don't know if it was
we
just,
don't have possums up here.
it was just Twitter-pated by headlights, but it was just so, it's little pot belly, and it's sitting up looking around you with the one eye looking at the headlights. It's like, the hell with you. Just went right back to eating that roadkill, and it was just, I mean,
yeah, but it was like holding it in its paw like a raccoon. I mean, it was whatever it was red. It was like it was eating an apple or something. It was
like, this is so delicious. I am not getting off this road. You're gonna let me finish this meal. But finally, it got out of our way. But funny. We were in the car that didn't have a horn, so we had to just sit there and watch the possum have its meal.
You didn't have a horn?
Get out and mess with it.
They're so ugly. They're cute though. I used to have one come up on the porch and sit there and eat cat food while I was standing outside.
When I lived out by Milwaukee, they have possums down there. Where I live in Wisconsin now, we don't have any possums up here.
Yeah, we're about an hour or 2 hours north of where possums live. Many humans don't live this far north either, but we manage.
Right.
So Tara's moving to the possum belt.
What are you doing, weirdo?
you guys don't have possums down there, huh? In Wisconsin?
In southern Wisconsin, but not in far north.
Yeah, about Highway 10, which runs across the middle of the state, east and west. About that highway, north of that highway, you really won't see a possum. I never saw a possum my whole life until I went to college, which was in Stevens Point, which is right on Highway 10. And a lot of the kids who went to school are from the south part of the state, so they're like, "Yeah, we see possums all the time." I'm like, "I never seen one though. I didn't know they lived in our state." Because they don't live in the north half. But Wisconsin's a pretty big state. Yeah, it's what is it, north to south, about 4.5 hours drive.
Yeah, and in southern Wisconsin, they don't have fishers, and we got those up here.
Yeah.
So we got wolves, fishers, eagles, all like the great wilderness type animals.
Yeah, wolves. When they bring in wolves, they're like these giant wild dogs. They're great. It's an awesome idea.
And then you get everybody complaining when the wolves are killing their dogs.
Oh, now we got cougars.
What the heck's a fisher?
They're trying to stay out of the bar late. I mean, real cougars.
I would say.
We saw one run across the road, and we're both like, I'm like, what was that? And Jim's like, well, I go, that was an awful weird colored coyote because it kind of that reddish deer color. And he's like, that's a cat, Tara. I'm like, oh Lord, that was a mountain lion.
And it had like that big panther cat, like Big Ear or whatever, that Black Panther, whatever. And
with the big thick tail.
Jungle Book. Yeah, it had that kind of tail. I'm like, oh my God, this thing's gigantic.
Yeah.
They wait in trees for you. They jump down out of trees and land on top of you. Those are new for us, but we're getting the hell out of here.
Yep.
All right,
we got some moose here that wander down. They're in the UP more than here. What?
Ma'am.
What's a fisher?
It's
I
like
have
a
no idea.
ginormous weasel. It's not as big as a wolverine, but it's way bigger than a mink. It's real mean and it kills animals.
Yeah, before they brought in the wolves, they brought in these fishers
to control the
to
porcupine
control the
population.
porcupines, because the porcupines were chewing on the trunks of trees and making the trees die. So they decided to bring in these fishers, which kill everything: people's dogs, people's cats. I mean, these things are they're like little Tasmanian devils. They're monsters.
But they're not that little though. I mean, they're like 3.5 foot long, and they probably stand maybe a foot and a half at the shoulder.
So my advice, now they're trying to get rid of the fishers by having them, having people trap them and stuff. But my advice would be to our Department of Natural Resources, why not just go to the penitentiaries and let out all the psychotic inmates, so they could hunt down the fishers and let them into the general population. It's just, they keep bringing in these worse and worse animals.
I knew somebody that had a Rottweiler, which is a big dog.
Right.
And it lived. The dog lived. But that fisher tore the shit out of that Rottweiler dog. Cut its tongue in half.
Okay. Let's move on. Continuing with the conversation of our government and all their infinite wisdom bringing in stuff to try to solve problems. We have this thing called kudzu down here in the South.
Love some kudzu.
Okay.
What the hell's that?
It's a vine.
It's a very rapidly growing vine.
Right. Let's put it this way: if they would just sprinkle Mars with this shit, in about a year, humans could inhabit Mars because it would cover Mars. But they brought it in for erosion control, and now you can't kill the shit. It's everywhere.
They're putting goats in pastures and pinning them off and having them eat it. That's the only thing that will kill it off, and they don't have enough goats here. So they were trying to do that little thing here where the school was, and they didn't have enough goats to do it to kill off as much as we have.
Can you
livestock
down there?
Do what, Jim?
Will bamboo grow there?
Yeah.
You ought to plant a bunch of bamboo around it.
Yeah, right.
You can't kill this.
We have bamboo farms down here.
And he's being a smart ass.
I like bamboo though. It's kind of cool. No, this stuff's fake cool.
Bamboo
in Florida, it's illegal. I'm pretty sure it's illegal to plant it outside of off your property or whatever. Because it grows crazy. They're trying to control. Florida is going wild.
Yeah, see, I like the kudzu. I think it's pretty. I mean, it's great for hunting. I mean, I like it. Everybody else hates it, but I don't know. That's just me. I'm weird like that.
Is that like when you drive to Georgia and those vines that are totally covering up all of a tree?
Yeah.
That's probably what you see.
And I'm not talking about Spanish moss because I know what that is. But you'll see these trees and they'll just be totally covered with some kind of vine.
Yeah, it's killing it.
Yeah, it does. It smothers it. Livestock likes kudzu, so a lot of farmers, if they have kudzu growing on it, they'll cut it and try to bale it, and the livestock eats it. But in the wild, it's hard for the cows to get up into the trees.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, because I think the vine leaves take all the sun, and then the tree leaves can't get any sun, and it'll kill the host.
It suffocates it. It's wild. I like it though. Like I said, I think it's pretty down here, but that's just me. I don't have no farmland or anything like that I have to worry about.
If they would put, they'd drop about 1 million little pieces of kudzu, and each one of them has just a little vial of water on the end of them. In a year, Mars would be green. It would not be the red planet anymore.
Wow.
Because it can be 150 degrees, that crap will still grow.
Oh yeah, they're huge. Yeah, you'll see. You'd be able to tell if you saw them. It just lays flat.
I know, when you drive down into Atlanta, you'll have those. There'll be there's part of there where there's a wall right alongside the freeway, and the wall will be covered with some kind of vine and stuff. So it must be something like that.
Yeah, it's probably kudzu. It's probably because that's what they did a lot along the highways to try to keep it. That erosion from it falling down to those highways too. That was their thinking of it.
If you go to the right restaurants, you can find you can find fried kudzu on the menu.
Oh,
really?
If I
Really?
potato chips, and they season it.
Well, if they keep selling it for food, you'll never get people to stop growing it if they can sell it and make money.
Nobody grows it. It grows on its own.
You said they were trying to bale it into hay.
Well, that's because they're trying to keep it from taking over their pasture.
Well, if it's a vine and it wants to grow up stuff, how do you get the hay equipment close enough to cut it?
You have to get it when it starts, right before it gets mature enough and starts taking over. You have to kind of keep a control on it, basically.
And then what's up in the trees, they pull down.
Oh.
And that away.
How the hell? Okay, this is me, and I was raised on a farm. How the hell do they cut vines for baling it and windrowing it into rakes and running it through a baler? I mean, that's got to be I know, like, Bermuda grass is real hard to bale, and I'm not from the South, is because it gets so long, it kind of gets ropey when you're trying to run it through the baler. Now, how the hell are they baling vines up?
I don't know. I do not.
You're the one who's telling me about it. You're supposed to know these answers. I mean, how the hell would you run them?
I have not personally done it. I just hear my brothers talking about their friends that do it just to kind of try to keep it under control. I have cut and baled Bermuda grass. I've cut and baled not kudzu. It's another food crop, and it looks sort of like corn stalks. I've mentioned it before, but anyway,
I don't know about that one. Then.
I've done that. Historical. I've done that. I've baled that kind of stuff. I would rather do that than.
You know what I'm saying is, how the hell are they baling vines? Because you still got to rake that stuff up into windrows. I mean, you get all tangled up in your rake and shit.
Well, first of all, I doubt they're getting like an acre of it at one time. They're probably pulling down a few pieces and somebody's throwing it over there into a pile and then shoveling it into the. It's not an efficient way. It's more or less just trying to clean up your hedgerows and stuff like that.
All right.
Damn.
Okay, we'll get off the agriculture.
He's not here for that.
And probably knowing some of these crazy farmers around here, they probably have some of those machines that strip them off of there. Ain't no telling. Which down here they'll probably go the long way around it.
I don't think they actually bale it though. I think they like put it up like in a pyramid shaped things, and then they take that thing that's like a scarf, but there's a different name for it.
My daughter told me it's a collar, so I guess it's a collar, but I thought there was a different name. But anyway, collar.
I missed it.
Okay, Nick.
Let's not go there again.
It's a collier.
Yeah. I thought it was a different name, but I guess she told me it was a collar, so I guess it's a collar.
Well, if you specialize in selling a collier, is that your niche?
Yeah. And if I ever figure out that it was a different name, I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
I'll rub it in your face.
You type it. Shop at Target.
Target. The French word for collar is collier. And if somebody's going to buy a fur collar for their child, it probably has the French name.
What? Would you leave that alone, heathen?
Yeah, mother. Kudzu is so invasive.
It is edible.
Saying that I probably saw like a brand name and was thinking that it was a brand name.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, maybe that was what happened. So sorry, guys.
That makes sense.
Give me a break. I'm not a clothing seller.
What's new with this?
Having like 70 or 60 or 50 items on Poshmark does not constitute as a clothing seller.
Kathy?
Huh?
When do you start bidding? Like, do you wait until a few days are gone, or?
Yes, I wait until we're about the last day.
Okay.
So you should be, where are we at? What day are we on yours?
It just started. There's 6 days and 23 hours left.
Oh, yeah, I just sit and watch it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you say bidding or bathing?
Bathing. I wait about 6 days to bathe.
Okay.
You're on TV. You can't smell her. We don't have smell-o-vision.
I thought I was like, did she say, Kathy, when do you start bathing?
To you for that one.
Wait about 6 minutes.
I start bidding. I start bidding right away, just in case. Just in case somebody else doesn't want to pay that much for it. And I bid slowly. And then at the last, then I leave it for a while if I get outbid or whatever. And then at the last day, then that's the last few hours, that's when I really start doing my big bidding.
Yeah, because there's like 3 of them, and they're all at the exact same place. One's a 10 by 10, one's a 5 by 5, and one's a 5 by 15.
What's in them?
I don't know. No.
All kinds of goodies.
Well, the one has like, it's so hard to tell. The one has toys and Barbies and.
I like that one because it has a bunch of new stuff in it. Looks like.
Yeah, ornaments and all kinds of stuff, and no mattress.
That's a plus.
No, if I see a mattress, I won't bid.
Oh, I do. I just take them apart.
Yeah, that one is gone. I'm gonna go to that auction.
You can get bed bugs.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Well, see, once Jim and Tara gets to Kentucky, they can just make them a burn pit out there and just throw all the mattresses out there in the burn pit.
That's how my old house is, but I can't hear.
That up here, Tom.
Do what?
We do that up here. So you don't have to wait to get to Kentucky.
What are you talking about?
Mattresses.
Having a burn.
Mattress? Yeah, you just
Put some kerosene on it, throw a match on it, let her burn.
Don't you all got like a brush pile in your back of your 40 acres and you throw crap like that on it and burn it up?
Tom lives in a mansion.
I do not live in a mansion. And besides, I don't deal with that. The help deals with that.
Yeah, see?
And just saying, I would brave bed bugs with a bodysuit on and gloves, like a big old condom for gold bars hidden in a mattress.
Honestly, I don't. Yeah, I don't. We don't get a lot where I live. We don't get a lot of storage units up here. Honestly, I mean, we get some. I mean, and if I did get something like that, I'd just burn it. But I don't know. We just don't get. I will say down when I moved to Kentucky, there's quite a few more storage unit auctions. So I don't know. Maybe I'll mix with it more down there, but up here, I just don't get it very much.
They get a lot in the Kentucky area. It depends on how far you want to drive down to Kentucky. But I see a lot in Kentucky up there in that area.
Yeah, like Lexington and Louisville, which I'm about an hour south of.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the best things about living in the country is being able to burn shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm not city folk. I couldn't live in the city.
No.
We're not the kind of people that live in the city. Because, we like to do that kind of stuff.
I can tell you from us when we were doing storage units, we did it. We followed them a lot closer when we were also doing flea market. Because the stuff you get off storage units, the stuff that's not a home run, I mean, it's really a lot easier to sell it. Yeah, it's easier to sell it at a flea market than it is online.
I
And
suppose
we just don't do that
You
anymore.
could probably sell it good at a garage sale, but we're not garage sale type people.
Yeah,
I don't.
Run the garage sale.
Yeah.
Storage units aren't that good. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there are some that are good, but they're just not that great.
Tara, can you give us a zip code
For me?
for Kentucky?
I got to look up my zip code?
54880
in Kentucky?
I know
Here,
it starts with a 4.
zip code 54880.
Oh. Oh, my zip code where I live now?
No, in Kentucky.
Well, then I got to look it up.
Where in Kentucky is it?
Up here.
I know the one where I live right now.
We don't know our Kentucky phone number.
I know there's 2 of them. It's 52718. Or no, sorry, 42718. I'm thinking of Wisconsin.
What's our phone number start with 270?
Yeah.
That's our area code is 270.
She doesn't want to create herself competition. Oh my God, Nellie's sister.
You You're a very important person today.
Yep. She's got all the calls going out wondering what that scarf's name is.
Yeah.
Calling her back.
Did you say 42718?
Yeah, 42718.
Oh, they don't have nothing within 100 miles.
Really?
It's for 42718.
All right, I'll go check.
Now.
Well, it might be because it's Christmas time, but I looked at it like a week and a half ago, and there was like 12 going or whatever.
I see a bunch of them.
42718.
Yeah, I see like a bunch.
Really?
Well, you got to open up your search parameter. I opened it up to 100 miles, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 right now, 100 miles.
And then you got some more coming up. You got a bunch coming up. If you look in the next column, it says upcoming auctions. That next tab, it'll tell you everything that's about to come up.
Where's that on the screen?
That's on the very top. Yeah. Active auctions and auctions coming soon.
What are you on, Storage Treasures?
Yeah, I do that.
I love that page.
In self-storage.
Oh, I see.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Storage Treasures.
So is there going to be a bunch of little kids asking Santa to get their storage unit back? Santa, please get our toys back.
Aww.
I was watching this guy last night go through a storage unit he bought. And it was stacked from floor to ceiling in boxes, and it was just as nice and neat and packed. And he started pulling this stuff out of there, and there was all these clothes that still had the tags on them. I mean, these people must have spent a fortune on high-end clothes and never wore them.
Yeah, it's a mystery sometimes what you find in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had units that were just spotless. They had a vapor barrier. They had tarps on the floors for vapor barrier. I mean, the stuff was very neatly placed. I mean, these were very organized people, and they walk off the unit. I mean, I don't understand it.
Well, there's one y'all have in Louisville, Kentucky that has nothing but Nike, and all kinds of shoes with boxes.
There you go. So now, any listeners that are in Indiana, Kentucky, or Illinois, y'all know about it.
And tell you you don't do shoes.
No, because you won't be. Oh, there it is. Woo! Let's go to Kentucky.
Oh God! No, they got it up there.
Wow.
Hey, baby, let's go to Kentucky.
But see, you have to guarantee that all those shoes would be in there. So that's my thing, is you have to look and see.
It's a gamble. I mean, because you're basing it off of some pictures, you know.
And that's it. I mean,
but ain't it fun? You know,
it's a gamble, and you'll almost always get better than you thought. But my advice would be, don't bid one up based on the dream. When you bid on it, you don't bid on anything but what you can actually see with your own eyeballs. And I don't mean boxes that are labeled something. I mean boxes that you can actually see what's in it. That's what you bid on. If you bid on the pie in the sky, that's how you get burned.
Yep. I just think it'd be fun to bid on one and go through. I've never gotten one.
It's a lot of junk.
It's a lot of work. There'll be a lot of junk in them. I mean, you'll get good stuff too, but you'll have a lot of junk to get rid of too.
If you like to snoop in people's personal stuff, you're gonna have a
You're gonna find
work.
Yeah, diaries, bags full of mail and old bills, sex objects, porn tapes. Yeah, you'll find a lot of that stuff too.
It's a lot of work. I mean, I think motorcycle one, we've had a few bags of trash, but not like our normal ones. I mean, you pretty much.
But that was a real good one. That one I would have bid on too. I mean, because you could see, okay, I know I got this money amount scooters. I got these boxes full. I mean, what you paid for it, you knew you'd get it back on the scooters.
Yeah. And that was a good thing. But I mean, that took, having to bid on quite a few of them and learning my lesson on some of them,
Honestly, I thought for where I'm like that unit up here, I don't think you could have touched it for under 3 or 3,500. And didn't you get it around 12?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
got
did really
30,
well. Yeah. I was really surprised it went that cheap. It had like a Honda. It had, how many scooters did y'all get in there?
Yeah.
Like,
They had 2 scooters and then the little ride around motorized scooter and then the motorized bicycle. Yeah.
like protection.
Like I said before, up here, the majority of the storage sheds are the and I'm not stereotyping, but it's the welfare people that, they have to move in a hurry, so they get a storage shed, they throw all their shit in there, they pay it for a couple of months, and then they just forget about it.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of the storage sheds that we see up here, that I see up here. I ain't going to storage shed
Valerie a question real quick. Hey, Valerie.
Yeah.
What's a Randy? And it's a shirt. It's a Lularoe and it's like a long sleeve shirt. Would that be called a Randy?
Yeah. It's like a baseball shirt.
Yeah, it's got like 3 buttons up by the collar, and then it's just a long sleeve, lightweight shirt.
Lularoes don't have buttons.
No.
Well, it's marked Lularoe.
Huh.
It's got to be called. I think it's a man shirt. If it has buttons.
Yeah, that's
it would be called something else.
Is it the mark? Is it Mark?
Yeah,
I think so.
I don't know if you see it.
I think it's the mark. Yeah.
And then it looks like that.
I'm not wearing no shit.
Yeah, I would say that's the mark.
Yeah, I think that's Mark.
All right.
So that's a man's clothing?
Yeah. That's like a Henley style.
I might have mentioned it before. I have a friend that down in Columbia, he buys a lot of bins and he buys all kinds of crap. And he doesn't move any of it. He has like 3 men in a truck on retainer. So he just calls them up and tells them the bin number and they go get it. His mother is about 89 years old, and she will sit in his shop and go through every piece of mail, files, boxes of files.
Swamp Picker. Okay, I need to interrupt.
Sure, go ahead.
So Swamp Picker, he lost his dad yesterday.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, Swamp. Glenn, I'm so sorry.
Sorry,
Glenn.
Oh, my heart's with you.
I'm sorry, Glenn. Sad.
That is sad. Sorry. Wow.
Sorry, I didn't want that to get lost in the chat. So
that's good because I'm glad you were paying attention.
So sorry. That sucks. Be thinking about you.
Yes,
absolutely.
Most definitely. That's terrible.
That's sad.
All of our thoughts and prayers with you.
Definitely.
I know that's rough. But we're here for you. If you ever need to talk, we're all here for you. Just pick somebody.
Okay, it was Sally that lost her dad, right? Not you, Valerie?
No.
They have the same dad.
Not according to Sally.
Wow.
I'm so confused. I don't even know if I have a dad or not.
Do you even know if your sister is Sally or not?
Found her in the cabbage patch.
Yeah.
But anyhow, that little old lady will sit through and go through boxes and boxes and boxes of people's stuff. And he's like, Mom, you don't have to do that. Well, I might find something good.
Yeah, I found money in those. I mean, you have to still sort through the mail because I found like money got stuffed in there or savings bonds, and you can't transfer savings bonds, but I will say I've sold them on eBay in somebody else's name, and I don't know why people buy them, but they do because they're real difficult to cash in if they're not in your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
She found gift cards and everything.
That's true, gift cards.
But he walked in one day and she was sitting there reading a letter from somebody's relative. And he said, "Mom, what you doing?" She said, "I was just reading this letter from Edith," or whatever the woman's name was. And he said, "Who's Edith?" And he says, "I don't know. It's just a friend of George, who was the guy that did that." And he's like, "Whatever, Mom. If that gives you a reason to get up every day."
Jim would be working out like building a crate, and I would go through like letters, and I'd read. This woman had written it all down in these like notebooks, like all this like exploit she's doing in that. So while Jim was working, I'd sit and like pick a page and like read what she was doing with this boyfriend or that boyfriend, or how she felt about this boyfriend or that boyfriend, or what she did for this boyfriend or that boyfriend.
If you're the other woman, you'll learn stuff about married men. They'll cheat on you with their wives.
Right?
He's complaining he's spending too much time with his wife and not enough time with her. I'm like, ay, ay, ay. And then we had another one.
But Jim knew her. He sold her a house back when he was a real estate agent. So that makes it extra weird when you know the person, you know.
Right.
I didn't know her, but Jim.
This other lady was a exotic dancer, and she had this pen pal in prison. They're writing.
Oh yeah,
back
we had a lot of
boy.
prison letters. We were
This guy,
reading.
whoa, he had a real way with words and what was going to happen when he got out and they finally got together. I'm like, ay, ay, ay.
Abound those.
That's like when we're going through the like bags of mail and you start seeing the ones that like are marked from Wisconsin penal system. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be gold. You know it. They're not worth selling, but they're definitely worth reading.
He was drawing pictures.
Oh my god, that's right.
He's drawing pictures of what he's,
what he's gonna do to her. Illustrations. It's like, oh my god.
Oh god.
He wasn't a good artist either.
Yeah, it was missed an opportunity there. You should have keyed it all into your computer, changed a few names and then put it on Amazon's ebook erotica. Apparently, that's where all the money's made on ebooks.
Oh my grief!
Oh crap!
I got a best for sale.
And it starts.
All made it to work.
What is that storage auction site that you guys are looking at?
Storage treasures?
Yeah.
Storage treasures.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, even more, other than you guys, if y'all post something new, all I watch is people going through storage auctions, the bins, and seeing what they find in them and stuff like that. Because it's really interesting to see what kind of crap people have. And when I say crap, I mean crap. I'm not even talking about good stuff.
Right.
Well, some of them I wonder if they don't put stuff in there, but that's just me.
Well, one of the guys was talking, one of the comments was talking about they'll do bins where the managers have gone through and they've just got all the crap out of the other ones and thrown it in one bin. And, they've auctioned it off. So you're really just cleaning up their mess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Valerie's going to get hooked on storage units.
Oh, no, she's going to be down that hole. That's across. Night before last, I was sitting there laying in bed with my pad, looking through it. And the next thing I knew, it was 2 a.m. in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
We don't have enough here to be able to look that long through it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll expand it out to like where I'm covering Charleston, the coastal areas.
That's why I go on the two other ones too, because sometimes like Storage Treasure won't have every one of them.
Yeah.
Some will be on self-storage auctions, and then some on the Locker Fox. So you get a variety of different ones. So I use 3 different sites. That's why I can see more variety and different. Now some they'll carry some of the same ones, but a lot of them they won't. You'll see different ones.
What was that? Locker Fox?
Yeah, Locker Fox.
And storage what?
It's self-storage auction and Locker Fox.
Oh my goodness! Now you're getting us all into this, Kathy.
My husband's looking at me. Quit telling our secrets. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
We're not going. I am not driving to Memphis.
Yeah, but not driving to
Well, and I think like for storage units, I mean, you got to have the equipment to be able to do it. You got to have a truck and trailer and stuff or something, or a box truck or whatever, because I mean, you're not going to do that with your minivan, you know.
Yeah, if you live in an apartment and drive a Prius, the same for you.
storage lockers are.
Hey, actually, there is a guy that lives in an apartment and drives a Prius, and he does them.
He shouldn't.
if you get small ones, you know.
Well, what you can do is when you win the locker, have a padlock with you and rent the unit right from the storage place right then and there, you know, and then go back through it later with many trips with your Prius and sort it out. But I mean, I would just go to auctions. It would be a lot easier.
Yeah.
I was watching this one couple who their deposit's only like $50.
Oh, I love
They'll go in and clean. They'll go through everything in the storage bin and take what they want, and they put everything back into the storage bin and just write off the $50 because they said it'll cost them $100 to rent a van. You know.
Yeah.
Right, I can see that.
Ours are 100 or 150 for
No,
the
200.
the cleaning deposit. Yeah.
And the other thing is that you could charge a $200 cleaning deposit. You're banned from future auctions.
You don't put it out. Yeah.
That's what I would think too. Is that somebody would get because they still have to deal with. Even though it's organized crap now, they still have to deal with it.
Yeah. Ours up here, they had to be broom swept, and if you don't clean it, you lose your deposit and you're banned. You can't bid anymore.
Yeah. That's how it is here too. You have to clean all up.
I was going to say that's a good way to tick off the storage company.
That's what I would think too, because I would
not be able to do it again.
I would have to put a big old band on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're going to take it all. You can't pick through it. Yeah, you can't blame the storage company. I looked at one up in Lexington. It had a whole bunch of. I saw one of these storage units up at Lexington, and it was really cool. And they had the horse prints sitting right out in the front. I'm like, oh boy, but I love it. I didn't bid on it because I don't have time to deal with it down there.
God, sweet. we have a place. We have a garage store or stall. You know how you set a print standing up on the floor, okay, up against a wall, and then you put another print in front of it and another print in front of it? Imagine filling a garage stall and a half with just prints.
It's not that much. You're dead.
We will fill our box truck at least probably 1.5 times with just prints.
No,
We
he's
did just
exaggerating.
He's not exaggerating.
I wish I want a bin to come up in my area that's full of concrete statues.
Oh yeah, who doesn't?
Well, that's just it. I'll get to see Jim and Tara because they'll have to come down here and get Tara's statue.
There's a guy that's here. He will actually, he's on Facebook, and he will go and meet us if we want him to for about like $50 with his trailer and help bring back all the big stuff if we want him to.
Oh wow!
You can sometimes you can find somebody that'll do that on the Facebook Marketplace for you if you don't have like a truck or don't want to buy it, and you can get a small deal or whatever. So it's always another option too. But yeah, it's not for the faint at heart. You work your ass.
No, it's going to be dirty, stinky, hot work. Yeah.
And
you know, when you're in an
not sure
auction, you get to pick through like, oh, that's nice or whatever, or that's too junky. You're going to take it all right now. So.
And sometimes you're just not sure what that powdered substance is. Is that dust or is that talcum powder or what is this stuff all over this place?
That's called extra money.
Up here, we found burnt spoons with residue on them, and like those and I don't do drugs. Those glass pipes, which I think also they use to like smoke that kind of stuff.
They're also all burnt up.
Yeah, they're all like scorched and burnt up and stuff. You'll find that kind of stuff.
No, yeah,
Even up here, and even in northern rural Wisconsin, we found it in the storage units we were going to.
Where's gloves? Around here. Make sure you
Sally has to work 14 hours tonight.
Ew.
Crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to get some sleep, child.
Yeah. I already slept all night, so you know it's not really gonna help me.
Those are not.
Well, you better take a little. Do you have to go in at 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 till
6.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, he already turned his uniforms in.
Oh, well, good for him. At least he's done.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about him no more.
Exactly.
And now you're going to go to the thrift store.
Yep.
Good job.
I'm going to celebrate by going to the thrift store.
You got to get some more. You got to get some more inventory.
I
must
know.
have sent it to Amazon.
Some more stuff to sell for $400.
Oh, we're on our system, right? There's some weird like.
Yeah, I sold that trophy for $400 yesterday. So I got a few bucks.
Yeah.
Got a little bit.
Reinvest that money.
And one more on the way. So.
Yep.
Sounds like you're with child. One more on the way.
Yep.
Oh,
did you guys see that watch that Todd sold?
I saw he posted it in a Facebook thing because I told him congratulations.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it was so fun to watch that.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it because he was obviously on the show yesterday. I didn't see it like play out, but I saw he was posting it on Facebook. So we went and got hay yesterday, so I did congratulate him.
Oh, okay.
Good thing you didn't take that $1,800 offer. I told him, I said, when they make you an offer, I've never had one sell for less than the offer. Otherwise, you might have screwed yourself out of $1,000.
With a helmet.
Oh, that sold for $5 less than what the offer. Yeah.
We were kind of worried because it jumped. What was it you said, Bridget? $1,900
within the minute.
Yeah.
It'll do that on those kind of stuff because that's what they do. They have those sniping programs. They all wait till the last 60 seconds.
Even if your buying strategy, if I'm going to pay, let's say I see something's worth $4,000 and it's only at $1,000, maybe I'm going to throw in a bid of $3,000, but I won't do that till the end because I don't want to give the other person like 3-4 days to talk to their spouse about it. Do you think this is okay if I buy it? I want to be at like a punch in the face. You're numb. You're gobsmacked, so you won't know. You don't have the time. It's like, should I bid or not? And then when people get scared, they stop. When people are panicking a car, they hit the brakes. So that's what I want them to do. I want them, when I snipe it, I want them to hit the brakes and be too scared to go up my bid too much to get for the best price possible.
And see, that's why I wait to bid the last day and the last few minutes of the auction online, because they don't give them. It doesn't give them any time. I wait till like the last maybe 5 minutes, and that's when I start my bid.
Otherwise, if you give them 20 hours, well, what do you think, honey? Well, I don't know. What do you think? But if you have to think on the spot, am I going to pay $2,000 for this thing or whatever? You'll get them to hesitate.
Yeah, or they may make a big sale. They may sell something else they have in their inventory that's big, so now they have a bunch of capital now that they didn't know they were going to have. And
well,
stuff.
this guy has sold $10,000 watches on eBay.
He wasn't playing.
He wanted it.
Well, that's good.
You know, I'm gonna share a little something. My strategy for auctions, because I'm such a big spender. You know, I'll bid on an auction and I'll bid $10 with a maximum of 20. I usually get them because somebody will bid 20 and they'll say, it says no, there is already a bid of 20.
I'll always put
like, they gotta bid 30 and they're like, nah, that's not worth $30.
Yeah, if it's something like I never usually end my max bids on a round number like that, like 20. Other than if they bid 20, your bid will count first. I usually round it up to like, let's say 22 or 28, because then So they bid 25. You still outbid them at 28, and then they're like, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're bidding them.
I do
never
that
end
too.
on the round
Well,
number.
most of them are $10 increments down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's my auction strategy there. You know, because I kind of buy the crappy stuff.
Now I'm going to look for some Lakator today.
Some what?
Whatever it's called, Lakator.
What the hell's that?
Lactor.
The watch.
Couture.
Oh, le couture. Le
Oh,
coutier.
What did that watch end up selling for?
$2,930.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That
And
Lactor sound like a baby, like a medicine for when the baby switches to the bottle or something.
I didn't know she was going to go find her some lingerie.
Who won the $5?
Bridget.
Bridget did.
Oh, of course she did.
Of course she did.
She was the closest. She was the closest.
Like, did
The
you
damn
really?
horseshoe up her butt.
I was sticking up for you for your scarf shit. Now I'm not.
Here we go. Here we go.
Civil unrest on the morning today.
Oh my gosh.
You don't see this kind of shenanigans on other morning shows.
No.
You don't want to go to those shows.
Okay, I gotta show you. This is good. When you order something from England on Amazon and you receive it, this is what and you pay $300 for it. This is what they use for packing material.
Oh my god.
Man, only this piece of paper. What the hell is this gonna do?
The thing we ordered was this. I mean, it's this huge. It's a VR PlayStation thing. So that's all they did. They put it in a cardboard box and wrapped that piece of paper.
Oh my god.
Scarves that I don't know the name for.
That's terrible.
Like, oh my god.
Why did you buy that from England? Was it not available
I
here?
don't know.
It was the best deal.
It was the best deal on Amazon.
Wow.
You know, we don't have any VR. We don't have. It's his first VR thing, so we don't have any games. So this one came with codes for 5 different games. So I'm like, well, I might as well buy the one with the game pack.
Is he going to be watching this?
No,
No. He's at school.
we're sending it up to Santa right now.
Oh yeah,
so it can
and
be
by the
delivered.
way, I mean, we love all you guys, but my son does not watch reseller programs. He's like, oh no, oh great, we get to watch a bunch of 35-year-olds talk about selling on eBay.
Damn, I'm sitting there.
He's not tuning in. No offense, but he's not tuning in.
But every time you're away from your desk, Tara, Brandon always sneaks in and says, "Don't tell my mom."
Tell my mom.
Yeah, it's only because he wants to take your show over and switch it over to a cool topic, Valerie. So,
Okay, I was flattered. Now I know the real reason.
35-year-olds.
that's what he's. Well, to him, 35 is old. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks. I'm 10 years older than that. You know.
Well,
Yeah, great.
I was gonna say, you need to send me your mailing address so I can send that child something for Christmas. 35. It's been 25 years since I've been 35.
Oh my god.
Enjoy him while he's young, because he gets to be a teenager, then he becomes a little asshole. And they do. Oh my! People will say, "Oh, my child is so good. He's never any problem." And then you spend about 45 minutes with them, and I'm like, "People, you're in denial. I'd already beat his ass." Because I'm from the South, and we believe in butt cuttings down here.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all going to Kentucky this weekend?
No, because he has school. He goes to school till next week, Friday. I'm gonna probably leave the following Sunday. So Sunday, and then Monday's Christmas Eve. So I'm gonna try to leave Sunday or Monday, but probably Sunday, and then I'll be down there for like a week.
That'll be good.
You got your
Oh, yeah.
internet?
Did I get the internet down there? No. Is that what you said?
Yeah, you need to get on it.
Yeah, why would I pay internet bill there when I'm not there enough yet?
Because if you had internet, you wouldn't come back. You'd make him come back. You'd make him come back and get some more stuff. Your son would be enrolled in Kentucky middle school by the end of Christmas.
I have some obligations here to wrap up yet.
Yeah, trust me, this was discussed.
Hello.
Tara.
Yeah.
Ansley wanted to know, does a regional matter on that?
I know. Jim said it was okay.
What's that?
Does that have like a UK code? That's not regional.
Well, all the games, the voices are a real thick Scottish accent, but I think we'll be able to get through it. No, it's the thing. It'll work because it works with the PlayStation. So the PlayStation is multinational. It doesn't play DVDs or anything, so there's no like regional codes on it or anything. Because it depends. It's an accessory to the PS4. So the PS4 is still the thing with the discs and stuff in it.
Right.
So no, it'll be okay.
And if you're using a code, you're probably going to download the one that's for your area.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go on your Sony PlayStation account, and then you download your code.
Right.
I'm gonna go. I'll be back.
Bye. Okay.
Have fun.
Fun. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. What were you gonna say, Tom?
I was going to say my wife wants Beat Saber, which is a PS4 game that's you use the controllers like lightsabers, and you have blocks coming at you and you destroy them by the beats of the music and
Your
whatever.
wife wants that?
Huh?
Your
my
wife?
wife does.
Interesting.
Your wife is a bit of a gamer, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. She likes games.
That's cool.
Before kids, we used to play a lot of games together.
Cool. That's awesome. All right, guys. Oh, Life of Kimberly, I haven't seen you in forever. Sorry. I hope everybody has a great day. Get some listing done. We're going to wrap it up here, and I'll see if I can find the link, and we'll put, if anybody else wants to come in for a private, you can do that. But we'll see you later. Tomorrow will be the last show for me, so make sure that you come in and join us. We'll see y'all later. Have a great day. Bye.